live stream here tonight as we take in two matchups that have already been seen once, but all the way back in December up at Glasgow. The Lady Cats and Wildcats split a doubleheader against the Scotties and Lady Scotties. The girls picking up a win in the first matchup of the day. 51-44 was a tight one. We'll dive in more as we go on with our first pregame show of the night as to why that was. The boys falling in their first matchup against the Scotties after a thrilling win last year that took 5 extra minutes to get the job done in overtime up at Glasgow a year ago. But it's the girls up first. The Lady Cats coming in at 18-7 on the season. They are your regular season 13th district champs. 47-8 at home overall under 6th-year head coach Ashley Taylor. 5-2 so far this season, and coming off of a dominant 67-33 win Tuesday at Warren East. It was 35-19 at halftime, and the Lady Cats came out of the break with a 22-0 run, 22-0 in the third quarter to force the running clock and run away with that game. Meanwhile, Glasgow 8-20 on the season, 1-5 in that highly competitive 15th district with Allen County, Scottsville, Barron County, and a Warren East team that they split with over the course of this season. When you're in a district and you're looking at Warren East being your third best team, that just tells you the quality of play that you've got, and Franklin-Simpson knows that firsthand with losses to both Barron County and Allen County, Scottsville this season. The Lady Scotties, I mentioned it, 8-20 overall in the year, but they're 5-6 over their last 11 games after starting 3-14. They are coming off a loss to the 16th district top seed Cumberland County Tuesday night, 63-41. That's the 16th district where even now it's hard to know who's going to come out of that district. Again, Franklin-Simpson has seen Metcalfe County. They've seen Cumberland County, a couple losses. Monroe County in that conversation as well, knocking off the Lady Cats. Those teams are all going to be fighting it out. Russell County is going to throw their hat in the ring in that 16th district. I've told multiple people that on this girls' side, I think there are 8 teams that you would look at as being capable of potentially winning the 4th region. If everyone's healthy, 4 of them come out of the 16th district. Now, Metcalfe County has had some injury issues as the late season has gone on. We'll see if any of that availability changes. If not, you're looking at most likely Monroe and Cumberland being favored to come out of that 16th, but I won't be surprised by any combination of those 4 teams. And it's being played at Clinton County, so you can't ever roll out an upset from the home team as well. But Franklin-Simpson will be the top seed on the girls' side going into the 13th district tournament starting on Monday. It will be the Lady Cats who get things underway first. Monday night, 6 o'clock at Logan County High School. The Lady Cats taking on Todd County Central for the 3rd time this season. The boys will open district tournament game with their 3rd matchup of the year against Russellville on Tuesday. That'll be the 2nd game of the night at Logan County, currently slated to take place at 7:30. Russellville taking those first 2 matchups against the Wildcats. Both were tight, and anybody that watched both would tell you that Franklin-Simpson very easily not just could have won those 2 games, but the Wildcats were just a handful of plays away from being, instead of 2-4 in the 3 seed in the 13th district tournament, 6-0 like the Lady Cats and the top seed in the 13th district tournament. In fact, Franklin-Simpson led top-seeded and unbeaten Logan County in both of their games at halftime before the Cougars would come back to win. We're just a moment away from the national anthem being played here at Franklin-Simpson High School, so we're going to step away. When we come back, we'll get to know this Glasgow team a little bit better, take a look back at the Lady Cats win over Warren East on Tuesday night, and continue to get you set for the first half of this boy-girl doubleheader here at FS. Franklin-Simpson and Glasgow with the girls' game up first as our pregame show rolls on 92.3 WFKN. Please tell me it's not choppy.
It is not.
I needed to know it. I had a bad feeling, just for the sake of a bad feeling.
Right. Just need some reassurance.
Yes. But they should start this soon, and then we can. I'm not even going to say anything. Why am I saying it? Why? Why do I do it?
Habit, maybe.
It's not even habit at this point. Like, Lyric knows what she's doing. I don't need to say anything to her. I sit down from the anthem, and she's playing a return. I don't even know why I ask who's doing the game because of its lyric. When I connect the rig and I connect to the Sono bus, as soon as I do, the music is coming through the feed because she just sits there with the music on.
That is so funny.
She's like, if I don't got to say a word, I'm not going to. And it's like, well,
she's not.
No, but if she's going to do it as well as she does, I don't care. She doesn't have to.
In Franklin.
Down the street, pick it with me.
Back with you here as our first pregame show of the night rolls on from Franklin-Simpson High School. We're about 5.5 minutes away from the starting lineups being announced here at FS. So let's get to know this Glasgow team just a bit better. The Lady Scotties coming in at 8-20 overall in the season, 1-5 in the 15th district. They're scoring 49 points per game, giving up 57.5. They've given up at least 15 times this year. In their 8 wins, they've held opponents under 50. 6 of the 8, they've given up at least 50 in all of their losses so far this year. Their scoring really doesn't waver that much from wins to losses, so it really tells you for the Lady Scotties it all hinges on what they're able to do defensively for a team that's giving up nearly 70 in their losses compared to around 40 in their wins so far this season. They shoot at 34% from the field, 28% from 3, 54% from the free throw line at 15.7 attempts per game. They went 5 for 20 from outside of the first matchup between these two teams back in December. The Lady Cats winning at 51-44 at Glasgow on December 16th. The Lady Scotties under fourth-year head coach Kelsey Kirkpatrick, who has, with this Glasgow team, found what was for a bit a reliance on her daughter, Kayla Kirkpatrick, who was the key player for the Lady Scotties last year when we were getting ready to see Franklin-Simpson and Glasgow face off on the road. But it's been the emergence of an 8th grader that has really shifted how this team dynamic works on the offensive end, that being 5'1" Reese England. She's their leader at 12.5 points per game and has made 68 threes on the season. That is top 25 in the state of Kentucky, a 34% shooter from deep. She's a better shooter from outside than she is inside, and really had her breakout game in that matchup last year between Franklin-Simpson and Glasgow when she made 5 threes. At that time, as just a 7th grader, to lead the Lady Scotties in scoring as Franklin-Simpson took care of business on the road in Scottyland. Notably, Glasgow will be without their second leading scorer and rebounder tonight in Jakiley Green, a 5'3 junior, averaging 11 points and 4 rebounds per game on the season. She had 6 points in the first matchup between these two teams, but for as much as this offense has really flowed through England overall for the year, it was Kayla Kirkpatrick, the 5'6 junior, averaging 10 points per game, that paced them in the first matchup between these two teams. 19 points to lead the Lady Scotties, 7 for 16 from the floor. She went 3 for 8 from outside. She's made 36 this year, a 32% shooter from 3. Without Green in the lineup tonight for the Lady Scotties, Kirkpatrick and England, the only two players with double-digit made threes that Glasgow will have available for this game. Those two combining for about 3/4 of their three-point shooting on the year, and that is factoring in if Green were to be active. So you're looking about 80 to 90% without her playing in this one here tonight. Kirkpatrick and England will be two pieces of the backcourt, joined by Jayla Crane, another 8th grader, standing 5'2", averaging 4.5 points, 4 rebounds per game on the season. Jordy Goodman is the one stepping into the lineup for Green. Goodman, a 5'6 junior, averaging 1.7 points and 2 rebounds per game on the year. She had 2 points against Franklin-Simpson at Glasgow, and the lone forward in the lineup, the only player listed above 5'7" on this Glasgow roster, is Riley Strode, a 5'10 junior, averaging 3.9 points, 2 rebounds per game on the season. Kirkpatrick is their leading rebounder, standing just 5'6" at 4.4 per game on the year. Strode had 2 points and 2 boards against the Lady Cats at their place. Franklin-Simpson was led by Chloe Smith with 17 points and 8 rebounds in the first matchup between these two teams. Unsurprising when you talk about the size that Glasgow does not have compared with the interior presence that Franklin-Simpson has in Chloe Smith. The Lady Cats coming off that brilliant performance against Warren East, where at halftime Coach Taylor said she wrote down the number 15 and told the girls, if Warren East scores more than this, we're running tomorrow. Well, they almost had to run. They gave up 14 in the second half, but it wasn't because of the third quarter. They only gave up 1, outscoring Warren East 22-1. Lady Raiders would put up 13 with the running clock situation in that fourth quarter. The third quarter run was sparked by Tiff Harrigan, who scored 10 of her game-high 19 points in that quarter alone, mostly off of deflected passes that she turned into runouts and buckets. She'll be the starting point guard tonight for Franklin-Simpson, a 5'5 senior, averaging 15 points per game in 10 appearances for the Lady Cats. She is the state's premier free throw shooter at 92%. For a Franklin-Simpson team that has gone from outside the top 50 in the state to 17th at 72% as a team. They're shooting 77% with Harrigan in the lineup. That number, if you stretched it over the course of the season, would be tied for first in the state of Kentucky. Harrigan went 9 for 9 on 2-point shots in that game against Warren East, and her field goal percentage just from one game shot up 4%, from 40% to 44% on the year. Allie Pennington, who will join her in the backcourt, made 3 of Franklin-Simpson's 4 3-pointers, finishing with 16 points, and she is now just 2 3-pointers away from having 100 on the season. She still leads the state in total 3-pointers made. She's third in terms of per game makes. Lady Cats also got key contributions from seniors Mila Rigsby and Reese Myler. They each scored 6 points. Reese led the Lady Cats with 7 rebounds as well. She will join Chloe Smith in the front court for the Lady Cats in this one. Chloe averaging on the season 13 points and 6 rebounds per game. The senior with 18 double-digit performances, coming off of that team-high 17 that she had against Glasgow when these two teams faced off on their floor. Rounding up the starting 5 will be 5'5" senior Kinsey Taylor. She had 2 points in the first matchup between these two teams. She's made 16 3-pointers this year, averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds per game. The Lady Cats is a team 14th in the state of Kentucky, shooting 35% from 3-point range. Went just 4 for 14 Tuesday in that win against Warren East, just 3 for 16 against Glasgow, but they'll look to get that straight here tonight back on their home floor. We're just about ready to get this one underway. We're going to step away 10 seconds for station identification. Then we'll be back here on 92.3 WFKN. Lady Cats have been announced under sixth-year head coach Ashley Taylor. 131 wins to 34 losses for her Franklin-Simpson career. She is 96-21 against fourth region opponents like the Glasgow team she's going up against tonight. 7-1 against these Lady Scotties. Lost the first matchup back in 2021 and have won 7 straight since. Glasgow in the light blue unis with the white and dark blue checkerboards down the side. Dark blue numbers outlined in white. Franklin-Simpson white uniforms. The blue numbers outlined in gray with the blue base stripes down the side with the white and gray speckles. As Smith will go up for the tip against Goodman. Glasgow already pretty much set back defensively, anticipating that Chloe will win this. When she does, Goodman just runs away from her, and we're underway from Franklin-Simpson High School. Harrigan drives in from the top, leaves it for Pennington on the block, sends it back to Harrigan for a right wing jumper. That one misses long. Rebound tipped out, and it's chased down by Glasgow. Here come the Lady Scotties 15 seconds in. Kirkpatrick fires it on the left side to Crane. She drives, nice find on the right block. The first try missed, though, by Strode, who was wide open for the layup. Rebound deflected out off of Franklin-Simpson. What a pass from the 8th grader Crane, but Strode was unable to convert. Crane goes into Kirkpatrick, now left side England. Guarded by Taylor. Back out Kirkpatrick, 6 feet off the line, missed it long. And here comes Franklin-Simpson the other way. As a Glasgow team with just 2 seniors, only one in the rotation. Smith, the senior for Franklin-Simpson, gets it on the right block and puts the Lady Cats on the board. Chloe had just 9 points Tuesday against Warren East as the Lady Scotties throw it away. Kirkpatrick looking in the corner, but nobody was there yet. Back to Franklin-Simpson with 7:09 left in the first. Pennington will bring it up. Glasgow clearly wants to play fast, and they will let it fly from 3, taking nearly 18 per game. Franklin-Simpson taking just over 18 per game. Here comes Pennington on the drive, bumped, and she's fouled. 2 free throws on the way for AP after she misses the runner. A 77% free throw shooter on the season, taking 4.5 per game. Gets there more than you would expect for all the three-point shooting she does. Coming in averaging 21 points per game. That's 24th in the state. As Pennington swishes home the first of these 2 free throws, Lady Cats making 10 per game, attempting 14. They went 13 for 14 on Tuesday. Second one through, and it's 4-0 FS, just over a minute in from Frank Cardwell Court. England brings it across half court, trying to get around Taylor. Leaves it outside for Crane. Right side drive. This time the pass picked off by Harrigan. Tried to dump it off for Strode again. Tiff wasn't having it. Harrigan drives in from the left wing, has it ripped away. Nice play. Initially by Crane, then she has it taken right back by Harrigan. Pennington darts it to Myler, and she is fouled on the block. 2 free throws on the way for Reese Myler. Reese averaging 2.3 points, around 2.5 rebounds per game. A 70% free throw shooter. Misses the first of these 2. At 6 points and a team high 7 rebounds Tuesday. Has become a fixture in this starting lineup late in the season for the Lady Cats as she switches home the second free throw. Just gives them a bit more flexibility with how she can play around the perimeter. All she can do defensively, can really switch on to any guard or big. And with her second free throw, makes it 5-0 FS, 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Kirkpatrick steps behind a screen. Top of the key 3. That one rattles off. Rebounded by Strode. She throws it up wildly, falling down, misses. And here come the Lady Cats the other way. Harrigan drives left all the way to the rack. Can't bank it in. Rebound tipped out. Trying to save it is Crane, but touched it on the baseline. And Franklin-Simpson will keep it for a baseline inbound with 6:03 on the clock here in the first. Inbound comes into Smith, now outside Harrigan. They're trying to spring Pennington open. Off the catch right side, travels. Took an extra step before dribbling, and Dean will come in for the first time as Myler comes out. Madeline Dean averaging 3.2 points per game, and senior Myla Rigsby checks in as well, coming off a 6-point performance against Warren East. All 6 in the first quarter. Was one of our 2 Lady Cap players of the game alongside Tiff Harrigan. She and Tiff, 2 of the 6 seniors playing their final games here on this floor. Kirkpatrick fires it into the left corner. Now they go down low, whip out to the right wing into the hands of Goodman. To Strode. England right side, fakes left, tries a runner, but Smith swatted it. Came down with the rebound, then had it taken away by England. Then Chloe wraps her up for a foul underneath. I think they're going to say that it's on the floor. It is, so Glasgow will inbound from underneath after the block from Smith. Ball goes into the right corner. Now it's on the right wing with England. Jabs right now, sends it to the top of the key. Onto the baseline it goes. Goodman tries to kick it outside, but it's stolen by Pennington. Alley all the way to the rim, takes the bump, no call, tried to force it, and it's rebounded by Glasgow coming the other way. England off to Kirkpatrick. Keeps it on the floor, driving in, swings it out to the left wing. Up top, England. Jabs right. Rigsby guarding her, pass it, then gets it right back. Fakes the tree, tried to pass it again, threw it off her teammate's face, and it's picked off by Rigsby. Up to Pennington again, this time holds on the right wing. AP drives, kicks it right corner. Dean fakes the 3. Now to Harrigan up top. Left corner to Rigsby. Down low, Smith. Chloe fouled, count it, and 1. Already 4 with a chance to make it 5 for Chloe. It's 7-0 Franklin-Simpson with 4:49 left in this opening quarter. Harrigan comes out, Crafton in. Kinley Stevens and Addison Norris in for the first time for Glasgow. Stevens averaging 2 points per game as a freshman. Norris, the only senior in the rotation, averaging 1.6 points at a team-high 46% from the field. Smith's free throw misses. And here comes Glasgow the other way, trailing at 7-0. Kirkpatrick on the left wing, guarded by Crafton. Drives, steps through, and fouled. We'll see if they say it's in the act of shooting or on the floor. I don't really know that she had an angle to shoot it. And they are going to signal that it's a shooting foul. Not really sure how she would have managed to get that shot off, but it will be 2 free throws for Kayla Kirkpatrick, a 72% shooter on the season. But the first one misses long, so it's still 7-0 FS with 4:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Glasgow shooting 54% at the line as a team. Second one in, so they're on the board, and the Lady Cats lead at 7-1. Rigsby gets it in quickly to Pennington, being chased down by Kirkpatrick, now cut off at half court. Sends it back to Myla on the left wing. Smith comes up to set a screen. Rigsby settles into a left elbow jumper, doesn't get the bounce, and Glasgow gets the rebound on the opposite block. Up ahead to England from way outside. Missed it short. Another one, 5. I mean, we usually say 5 feet off the line for Pennington. These have been 6 or 7 feet off the line for Glasgow. Here comes AP the other way, has it ripped away at the rim by Kirkpatrick. Up ahead to England. Fakes the pass, fires the layup, misses. Put back long as well. Dean had it, lost it. Ball on the floor. And a jump ball will be called with 4:01 left here in the first quarter. That leaves it with Glasgow. First quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group. Former FS Wildcat Tanner Clark and his team bring you the best in accounting and tax services, as well as payroll and bookkeeping. Tanner invites you to pay him a visit at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin, or to call 270-586-9899. You can find out more at clarkcpagroup.net. Three-pointer off the inbound is no good. Franklin-Simpson quickly the other way. Smith again down low. She's up to 6 points, and it's 9-1 Franklin-Simpson with 3:45 left in the first. Kirkpatrick walks it across and calls out her play. Now Stevens comes to get at the top of the key. England on the right side. Jabs left, tries to drive right, but a double dribble called. And the Lady Cats get it right back with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first. Myler and Phillips in for FS. Dean and Smith out. Carmen, one of those seniors, averaging 2 points per game. The Lady Cats' most efficient player at 56% from the floor. Harrigan checks in as well as Crafton comes out. Ball goes left side, pass deflected. Harrigan takes it away as Norris was trying to fling it to the top of the key. Tiff, Hail Mary down to Rigsby, pocket pass to Myler, and she's fouled on the block. Great save by Myla. She and Tiff with a high five and some laughs after the fact. There'll be 2 more free throws for Reese Myler, who split a pair earlier. I was talking to Myla before the game. She just loves the sport and is one that really gets it. I asked her if she wanted to swap spots. I told her I thought I had maybe 10 minutes that I could hang out there on the floor. She said that she would swap out if I raised the hand, so we'll see if that happens. If we can, I think we need a pretty comfortable lead in place to feel good about that. As Myler makes both free throws. She's 3 for 4 tonight, and the Lady Cats lead it 11-1 with 3:05 left to go in the first. Ball stuck in the right corner. Now it goes to Stevens on the wing. Drives in, leaves it back out in the corner. 3-pointer on the way, missed long. Did Harrigan touch the rebound? She did. And it'll stay with Glasgow. Tiff just got a finger on it. As Rigsby now will come out, Pennington back in. Just 2 points from Harrigan and Pennington, the 2 free throws from AP. But the Lady Cats leading it 11-1. Foul called off the inbound. They go down low to Strode. Phillips gets in under her. And Riley Strode, the 5'10 junior, will go to the line for a pair of free throws. 46% shooter on the season, averaging just under 4 points and 2 rebounds. First of these 2 misses long. The only point on the board so far for Glasgow, a free throw from Kayla Kirkpatrick. With 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. Second free throw rattles off. Myler had the rebound, lost it. Pennington up with it in the far corner. Myler comes up to set a screen for AP on the left wing. Pennington drives to the middle of the floor. Nice start to Myler. She lost control on the way up and missed it. Here comes Glasgow the other way. Taylor cuts off defensively. Pass outside, stolen by Harrigan. Tiff down to the left block, scores it with the foul call against England. First bucket of the night for Tiff Harrigan. And now it's 13-1 Franklin-Simpson, as Glasgow will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 13-1 Lady Cats lead it with the free throw from Harrigan on the way after this. 2:28 left first quarter on 92.3 WFKN.
Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Franklin. 2:28 left in the first quarter as Tiff Harrigan stands at the line to shoot a free throw. She is now 34 for 37 on the season as it rattles home, and the Lady Cats have a 14-1 lead. Open the game on a 7-0 run. Glasgow got a free throw, 7 straight for the Lady Cats since. Right side, England's pass, down low, deflected by Myler. Pennington up with it. Glasgow struggling to get up shots at this point, outside of forcing them from several feet off the line. Pennington from the top of the key, rattles off the right side. Phillips fighting for it. Bobbled out of bounds, last touch by the Lady Scotties. And Franklin-Simpson will keep it. Carmen Phillips, Mackenzie Taylor, Reese Myler, Chloe Smith, Mila Rigsby, and Tiff Harrigan, the 6 seniors playing their final games on this floor in the regular season finale. Harrigan has it up top now in her 11th appearance as a Lady Cat. Crosses over, pulls from 3 up top, and swishes it home. They're going to say it's a 2. Foot was on the line for Harrigan. Was just a cross straight into the gather and swished it home. Right side layup misses wildly for Crane, but Glasgow up with it. Goodman with the rebound, back to Crane, and there they've got their first field goal of the game as Crane drops it in from the right block. 17-3 now the score. Pennington runner misses off the right side, no good. And I say 17-3. Right now that scoreboard showing that was a 3 and not a 2. We'll try to get that fixed. We had that a couple of times. We'll get that fixed in between quarters. England fires up a 3 from the right wing. Missed long. Rebound tip. Taylor has it under a minute left to go now in the first. Kinsey brings it across to Myler, right corner. Up top, Harrigan. This time drives, bounce pass to Phillips. Bobbled it at first, got it back, then missed the layup. Got her own rebound off a tip. Ball still on the floor now. Glasgow up with it. And here come the Lady Scotties. England into the front court. Gives it out to Natia Lightfoot in the right corner. Now back out to England. They reset with Crane. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 16-3 Franklin-Simpson. Ball deflected outside. England chases it down. 20 seconds left. Screen comes for England. She doesn't use it. Instead goes down low to Strode against Phillips. Foul called on Carmen. And that'll be 2 more free throws for Riley Strode, who split a pair. Or excuse me, missed her first 2. It's the second foul on Phillips with 14.5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. First free throw from Strode. This time gets the bounce and falls for her first point. Asia Cosby will take Carmen's spot, making her 15th appearance of the year, averaging a point and a rebound per game. Second free throw short, and it's still 16-4, but the Lady Scotties get the rebound. It's Crane out of the pile with it. Goes right back down low to Strode. Outside to England. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Screen comes. England steps behind it. Gives it to Lightfoot. Down low Strode. She tries to pass it out. It's stolen away, and that will bring the opening quarter to a close. The Lady Cats give up just 4 points in this opening quarter. 16-4 is the Franklin-Simpson lead after 1 here on 92.3 WFKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Ready to get the second quarter underway here from Franklin-Simpson High School. 16-4 is the Lady Cat lead. 6 points from Chloe Smith leads the way from the Lady Cats. 5 for Tiff Harrigan, 3 for Reese Myler, 2 from Allie Pennington rounds out the scoring. For Glasgow, 2 from Jayla Crane, 1 apiece from Kayla Kirkpatrick and Riley Strode. That's it. Lady Scotties just 2 for 6 at the free throw line. Franklin-Simpson 5 for 6. As Pennington has it on the left wing to get the quarter started. To Harrigan, right corner, Taylor fakes a 3, drives, now sends it to Smith on the elbow to Harrigan on the block. She dribbles out, flips it into the right corner, Taylor fires a 3, it's short, rebound chased down in the quarter by Crane. Jayla Crane will bring it across for Glasgow, one of the 2 8th graders in the starting lineup for the Lady Scotties. Lost it on the way up, ball is loose on the far side, sliding into the fans on the far side is Strode trying to save it. She can't keep it in bounds, and it goes back to Franklin-Simpson with 7:25 left before halftime. Pennington, Taylor, Harrigan, Smith, and Dean on the floor for FS. Tiff gives it to Chloe at the free throw line. Outside, Pennington, wide open left wing triple. Bang! That was poetry in motion. 19-4 FS. And officially we get the first triple tonight after Harrigan's foot was on the line earlier. Down low, Smith deflects the pass intended for Strode, and Strode, who was trying to get around her to get it back, picks up the foul. And that's her second. And they are going to bring her out for Addison Norris. They called the first one a 2. No, the first one they called a 2 that Tiff took.
Oh, the first one? So you corrected it, okay. Yeah. So that's where it was. 17-4 when
now they're figuring out the officials. Everybody had just noticed that the score had been moved from 17 to 16, and that's what the clarification was.
That was not me, that was Chris.
Ashley wanted to know why the score wasn't at 20, and now everything's straightened out. She thought that they had signaled that the 3 from Allie was a 2, but now everything's straightened out. I'm sure that made for really good radio, and if you were watching the stream, I guess it made even more sense at the time. But we're back underway regardless. Taylor tries to pass it to Pennington on the far side and travels because AP wasn't open against the Lady Scotty press. Coach Taylor telling Chloe Smith after the fact that she's got to come up and provide some help, give Kins an outlet in that spot. With 6:47 left to go before halftime, Lady Scotties will bring it into the front court. England has it on the left wing against Harrigan. Drives to the top of the key. Lady Cats in that matchup zone where they'll pick up man-to-man up top, but they'll switch it just based on who's in what's area. Ball thrown away. Here comes Franklin-Simpson with Pennington on the left wing. Hesitates, drives, tries to go outside to Harrigan, but it's stolen away by England. England floats it ahead. Blocked from behind. Stevens chased down by Harrigan. Out of bounds on the baseline to stay with the Lady Scotties. Second block of the night for FS. As Kayla Kirkpatrick will check back in. Jordy Goodman comes out. Lightfoot inbounds to England on the left wing. Fires over Taylor and hits. England with the first triple of the night for the Lady Scotties. Makes it 19-7. Glasgow on a mini little 6-3 run, stretching back to the last quarter. AP's 3 rattles all the way around and out, but Harrigan gets a rebound on the opposite block. Her put back good, and the Lady Cats will take a timeout. We'll stay here as we just stepped away for the quarter break. Harrigan now with a team high 7 points, 5 from Harrigan, or from Pennington, excuse me, 6 from Chloe Smith, 3 from Reese Myler. We got a little discombobulated there. If you were wondering what happened when that 3 went up, Mila Rigsby ran up and bumped right into our table. So that sent things a bit into whack. Quite the sequence of events here, but the good news, add it all up, and Franklin-Simpson's got a 21-7 lead, so we'll take whatever score changes we got to do, whatever table bumps we got to take along the way. If the Lady Cats are going to have a 14-point lead in the opening quarter with 5:52 left to go in this opening frame. Lady Cats once again playing excellently defensively. They rank 45th in the state, giving up 44 points per game overall in the season. They've held 5 of their last 6 opponents under 40 on the season now. 11-0 when holding teams under 40 and 15-0 when holding teams under 50. 3-7 when teams get over that 50-point mark, and right now just 7 on the board for Glasgow. And the Lady Cats have a commanding 21-7 lead as we get back underway. Glasgow ball. Kinley Stevens, the freshman, brings it into the front court. Deep right wing guarded by Harrigan. Tries to cross the top of the key, now sends it out right side to Natia Lightfoot. She drives, lost it, Smith up with it. To Pennington on the left side, back to Smith, right block layup, good, a little give and go, and Chloe's already got 8. (23-7) Franklin-Simpson. Another deep 3 launch. That one misses off the right side for England. Rebounded by Pennington. Left side Harrigan thought about a triple. Now goes back outside to AP. Standing at the FS logo at midcourt. Guarded loosely by Lightfoot. Rigsby comes to get it right wing. To Smith right elbow. Perfect find to Dean, but her right block layup misses. And here comes Glasgow the other way. Stevens holds it up top for the Lady Scotties. Driving left. Throws it to no one, but they'll say it was knocked out by Harrigan. So they'll stay with Glasgow with just under 5 minutes left before halftime here at Franklin-Simpson High School. Kirkpatrick inbounds to Addison Norris. Her pass up top, stolen by Pennington. AP, Euro step, contact, foul called on the layup try. 2 more free throws on the way for Pennington. She's got 5 points. Hit her first 2 free throws in the first quarter. Lady Cats 5 for 6 as a team at the line. 4 of the attempts coming from Reese Myler, who will check in after this first free throw. As they get the second foul against Reese England for Glasgow. I figure she's just going to have to stay in the game regardless. As Reese comes in, Madeline Dean checks out. Pennington swishes both. Give her 7 now for the game. And the Lady Cats with a quick 6-0 run to make it 25-7. 4:40 left to go in the second. Stevens holds it up top. Trying to get it to England. Finally has to give it to Kirkpatrick. Rigsby poking at her, now switches on. Patrick pulls it out deep on the left wing. Steps behind a screen. Drives right. Flings it out to the left corner. 3-pointer misses off the front side for Stevens. Rebound bounces out far side. Last touched by no one because Pennington sealed off Lightfoot and wouldn't let her get to it. So it goes out of bounds to Franklin-Simpson. Pennington, Rigsby, Harrigan, Smith, Myler, the 5 on the floor. Rigsby has it on the right wing. Myler left wide open on the right block. She just turns and scores off the feed from Rigsby. Reese up to 5. After a 6.7 rebound performance on Tuesday. I hate to utter that combination of numbers. Up top, England fires. That misses long. She has been trigger happy here in the quarter, but an offensive rebound gives another chance for Goodman. Her putback misses long, and here comes Harrigan. Tiff, bounce pass to Rigsby. Right block layup misses short. And here comes Glasgow. Kirkpatrick leading the charge. Flips it up ahead. Lightfoot's layup good. First basket for Lightfoot, 25-9. 5 different Lady Scotties have combined to get the 9 points. Reese England leading with 3. Pennington, right wing, gets a screen from Smith and lost it, but it went off the leg of Lightfoot into the Glasgow bench with 3:11 left in the second quarter. Jayla Crane will check in. Kirkpatrick will come out for Glasgow. Harrigan gives it right back to Pennington off the inbound. As the Lady Cats move some pieces around, Rigsby wide open in the right corner. She'll fire the 3. She'll hit the 3. All the attention was on Smith down low because Glasgow has no size to guard her one-on-one, so they had a triangle of defenders around her. And Chloe just stood there and set a screen so nobody could come out to Rigsby. Right elbow jumper banked in for Crane. So there's the first Lady Scottie with multiple baskets. She's got 4. It's 30-11 as the Lady Cats turn it back over. Crafton will come in for Harrigan. And England will bring it across for Glasgow. Kirkpatrick right back in with 2.5 minutes left to go in this half. England up top against Rigsby. Leaves it on the left block. Crane's layup misses long. Contested by Myler. Rebounded by Smith. Off to Pennington. Here comes Alley front court. Gets a screen from Smith. Fires off the top of the key. Bang! 8 points in the quarter for AP. She's into double figures with 10 on the night. 33-11 is the FS lead with 2 minutes left before halftime. England steps behind a screen, fires from the same spot. That one misses long, but it's put back up and in by Kinley Stevens in the right place at the right time. Lady Scotties have put up 9 in the second quarter after just 4 in the first. 33-13, FS by 20. Pennington gives it to Crafton on the right wing. Now at the free throw line, Myler touch pass to Smith midair. Chloe the beneficiary. She's into double figures with 10. What a find from Reese. 35-13. Foul called on the far side as Carmen this time knocks the sign off the table. It was Mila's fault. Mila set it up. She's the one that bumped it earlier. It's Phillips, Harrigan, Crafton, and Dean all coming in as Myler, Rigsby, Smith, Pennington come out. Well, now they send Mila back in the game. So it's Harrigan, Crafton, Rigsby, Phillips, Dean. England sends it out into the left corner to Goodman. Now up top, England fires another three. That one goes, her second of the quarter. 35-16 now the Franklin-Simpson lead with 1:10 left to go before the half. Right side, Crafton. Drives to the wing, now goes up top to Rigsby. Left corner, Harrigan. Right side, Rigsby looks down low. Dean on the left block, has it ripped away from behind, but a foul called on the reach. With 54 seconds left to go in the quarter. Natalia Lightfoot checks in for Glasgow. Kinley Stevens out. Inbound comes in quickly to Harrigan on the block, wrapping across the lane. Missed it off the right side. And a foul will be called going for the rebound. If it's on Carmen, it's her third. It is. So Asia Cosby will check back in for her with 50 seconds left to go in the quarter. And the Lady Cats holding a 35-16 lead. England will be the one to bring it across. She leads the Lady Scotties with 6 on a couple of threes. Lady Cats with 3 threes in this quarter. Down low, layup missed by Goodman, rebounded by Dean. Double team comes, knocked away. Now Harrigan up with it. Tiff, triple team, fires it ahead. There are 3 Lady Cats against nobody, and Asia Cosby is the one to turn and score. 37-16, 22 seconds left in the quarter. Right side drive, all the way to the rack goes Crane. She's played a good game so far with 6 points, averaging 4.5. 37-18. After the quick response from Crane, Lady Cats have 10 seconds to work with. Harrigan holds it just across half court. 6 seconds, 5 to Rigsby on the left wing. Mila back to Harrigan, 2 on the clock. Gives it up to Crafton, right elbow jumper. Can't make it into the horn. And that will bring the second quarter to a close. The Lady Cats put up 21 with 3 triples in the quarter, 2 of them from Allie Pennington. She's got 10, Chloe Smith with 10, and the Lady Cats lead at 37-18 at halftime here in the first matchup of the night, the first half of our boy-girl doubleheader against Glasgow. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll get you all the stats from this opening half of the girls' game and get you set for the boys' matchup to follow in the regular season finale for the Wildcats and Lady Cats. Girls lead at 37-18 at the break here on 92.3 WFKN.
Shotgun snap, he's blitzed, throws a jump ball into the end zone. Groves, he caught it! Singular touchdown! The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, fake the out, went down.
It's halftime on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson watch party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
This is just the first of two that we've got for you here tonight as the Wildcats and Scotties will meet on the boys' side later on. The Wildcats out on the floor warming up now after putting up their best defensive performance of the season on Tuesday in a 73-41 win against Warren East. There were multiple career nights for the Wildcats in that one. Despite being shorthanded, they got career highs or an effort in scoring that would match a career high from four different players. Cole Scher, a career high 23 points. Brody McAllister, a career high 22 points. Hooper Stout, a career high 7 points. And Donovan Dudley matched his career high in scoring with 12 points, but set a new career high with 11 rebounds in the process. 64 4 of the Wildcats' 73 points in that game came on 2-point shots. They shot just 2 for 14 from 3-point range and 3 for 6 at the free throw line. It's the first win for this team in the last 2 seasons when they have not made 5 3-pointers or 10 free throws. And for perspective of those 64 points from twos, when Warren East and Franklin-Simpson played the first time this year, back in December, the Wildcats put up a season-high 77. In that game, just 52 of their 77 came from inside the 3-point arc. But the Wildcats are going to need to find that 3-point shot tonight. They're just 3 for 29 from outside over the last 2 games after they tied a season-high 7 makes on just 15 3-point attempts against Todd County Central last Tuesday. But each of the last 2 games have been on the road, and in their last 4 home games, the Wildcats have made at least 5 3-pointers in all of them. 25 3-pointers over the last 4 home games at a 34% rate from outside. The Wildcats held a team under 50 for just the 3rd time this season. All of them wins. Now 31-2 the last 5 years when holding a team under 50. They don't even have to do that. The magic number is 60. They're 7-3 when they hold teams under 60, 1-10 when the opponent at least hit that mark. And that's what Glasgow did back in December. The Scotties beating Franklin-Simpson 63-56. They shot 50% from the floor and went 11 for 16 at the free throw line. Franklin-Simpson just 7 for 15 at the stripe in that one, and struggled at the 3-point line as well, as has been the trend in road games. But that's our second game of the night. The first one still has 16 more minutes of game time left to go. We'll be back with those as the second half gets underway after this. Lady Cats leading it 37-18. Second half comes your way here on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do 2 minutes.
starting at $5 all day long. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner at your local Franklin McDonald's.
Final seconds ticking down on the clock before we get the second half underway. Franklin-Simpson leading it 37-18 here inside the FS Gym. It'll be the same starting five from the first half to the second for the Lady Cats. Tiff Harrigan, Kinsey Taylor, Allie Pennington, Chloe Smith, and Reese Myler. Ken's the only starter yet to score for FS. On the other side, Reese England, Kayla Kirkpatrick, Jayla Crane, Jordy Goodman, all guards for Glasgow, with Riley Strode, the 5'10 junior, the lone forward, out there for the Lady Scotties. It will be Glasgow ball to get us started. 37-18 ball game. Strode gives it to England. She's got both three-pointers so far for Glasgow. She has it knocked away by Smith. Harrigan up with it. Tiff into the front court with a full head of steam. Stops just inside the free throw line, rattles off, and it's rebounded by Kirkpatrick. It was a good job to hit the brakes by Tiff, just didn't get the bounce. Here comes Kirkpatrick in transition, fouled from behind by Pennington. Not in the act of shooting, so it'll stay on the baseline with Glasgow. Inbound comes in. Deflected and chased back down by Crane, who was the one to make it. She then finds Strode on the left block, and Strode drops it in for her first basket. She's now got 3, and it's 37-20. Be interested to know if Coach Taylor put another 15 on the board at halftime like she did against Warren East. Lady Cats only gave up 1 point in the third quarter of that game. Already 2 here tonight. Harrigan drives in from the right wing, tries to pass it, lost it, but it ended up with Chloe Smith anyways, and Chloe now has 12. Kirkpatrick up top, now fires it to Strode through 2 defenders, finishes the layup as both gambled on the steal, neither came up with it, and Strode has 4 points to start the quarter for Glasgow in a 39-22 game. Pennington up top to Harrigan. Guarded by Crane, now left side AP. She'll just fire it. Misses off the front side, rebound batted out opposite side by Harrigan. Pennington caught that one, thought about it for a moment, and then fired it up. And with 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, it goes back to Glasgow. Kirkpatrick just 1 point so far, holds it on the left wing, gets a screen from Strode, goes to Strode, pass deflected by Smith, but it goes back out into the right corner now to England, back to Strode. She's got 6 points to start the quarter for Glasgow. And Franklin-Simpson's just losing her. 39-24 now the FS lead. Pennington up top, sends it over to Harrigan on the right side. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Tries to drop it off, but Smith was headed out to the corner, and she loses the pass off her hands, in out of bounds. Coach Taylor's seen enough. She's going to take a timeout. 5:55 left in the third quarter. The Lady Cat lead down to 15, 39-24 here on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do a minute. To have the band in-house with us here at Franklin-Simpson High School, where the Lady Cats lead at 39-24 over Glasgow, coming out of a full timeout from Lady Cat head coach Ashley Taylor. Lady Scotties on a 6-2 run to start the third quarter, all 6 from Riley Strode, who drives in, leaves it off for a cutting Jayla Crane. She can't convert. Harrigan comes the other way with it off the rebound from Smith. Left side, Pennington steps into a triple. Got it! There's the response from AP. She's got 3 triples. That one number 101 on the season. 42-24. Harrigan picks off a pass up top. Tiff stops on the right wing. It's knocked away from behind, out on the baseline. Madeline Dean will check in for FS as Myler comes out. Madeline scoreless so far, averaging 3.5 points per game on the year. She lobs it into Smith. Chloe's jumper misses way long. I think she just thought she was further from the basket than she was. And here comes Glasgow the other way. Bounce pass knocked out by Taylor. into the Glasgow bench. And coming up top to England, guarded by Harrigan. Down low they go back to Strode against Smith. Turns back left into a double team. Gets rid of it the last second to Crane. Now outside England's three misses. And it's pulled down by Chloe once again. Here comes Pennington. AP stops at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Smith. Steps behind it. Now flings it over to Harrigan on the right wing. Down low Smith. Barrels through. Spins on the block. Scores it. And one. What a move from Chloe. Put him in the spin cycle and came out clean with the two. Now for Smith with a chance to add one more at the line, and she does. It's also the third foul on England for Glasgow, but they just can't afford to take her out. 45-24 now FS. Three-pointer misses from Kirkpatrick up top, but the rebound chased down in the corner by Crane. Her pass deflected, Pennington up with it. Behind the back dribble to evade the first defender. AP stops on the left wing and fires off the left side and pulled down by Strode. And she's fouled from behind by Dean. With 4:22 left to go in this third quarter. Rigsby will check in. Taylor out. Mila hit a three-pointer back in the second quarter. Her 11th of the season. Here comes England into the front court. Goes to the elbow. Jordy Goodman faces, drives, looks outside. Natalia Lightfoot fresh in, fires a three. Misses off the heel. Rebound deflected by Kirkpatrick. She can't save it. Lady Cats will get it back, leading by 21. 6 straight after Glasgow came out on a 6-2 run to start the quarter. 3 from Pennington and a three-point play from Smith. Harrigan has it up top, guarded by Crane. Now left side to Pennington. Left elbow Smith. Tries to kick it out to Harrigan, but it's picked off by Lightfoot. Here comes Kirkpatrick the other way. Kayla Kirkpatrick into the left corner. Crane drives, slips around, draws contact. Couldn't finish, but fouled. They get it on Rigsby. And Jayla Crane will take her first 2 free throws. She's got 6 points so far. A 46% free throw shooter on the season. Glasgow 2 for 6 tonight as a team. High arcing first of these two swishes home. Dean comes out. Reese Myler right back in for FS. 3:36 on the clock in this third quarter. Second free throw left short, rebounded by Myler. Here comes Pennington. Gets a screen up top from Smith. Right corner, Rigsby. Checks down low now. Will dribble out to the right wing and fire it to Smith on the baseline. Cross court, Harrigan. Drives in from the left wing, stops on the elbow, and swishes home the J. Tiffany Harrigan now has 9. And it's 47-24 FS on an 8-0 run. England leaves it down low. Harrigan recovers to swat the layup off the wall. Crane inbounds underneath. Smith deflects it, but it goes back to Crane, and then she's found from behind trying a layup. She had tried to inbound it, had it tipped right back to her, and then got to go to the line for 2. First on Myler, fourth on the Lady Cats, so Glasgow in the bonus for the rest of the quarter as Crane hits the first of these 2 free throws. She's now got a team high 8. Second good as well. She's now 3 for 4 at the line. And Glasgow breaks the run to make it 47-24 to 26. Right side triple. That one misses long. Pulled down by Crane for Glasgow. And here come the Lady Scotties. 47-27 the score with the earlier free throw from Crane as Myler blocks the shot down low. Went up and met it, palm on ball against Strode. Out of bounds to stay with the Lady Scotties with 2:31 left to go in the third quarter. Right side, Lightfoot now fires it into the right corner. Back to England, wild shot, bailed out by a foul on Rigsby. Just flipped it up from 10 feet out, no shot of making it. Heads up play by England, who felt the contact and just threw it somewhere near the rim. And rewarded with 2 free throws as she swishes home the first. You might have heard Mila on the mic say, "I didn't touch her." As she checks out of the game, Taylor back in. Both free throws fall. It's now 47-29. 5 straight scored by Glasgow at the free throw line. Taylor throws it away left side. Here comes Kirkpatrick. Euros through, left block layup, misses long. Crane with an offensive rebound. Her putback, no. Harrigan fighting for it with Kirkpatrick. Jump ball called as they both hit the floor. And the arrow sends it to Franklin-Simpson. Harrigan sends it to Pennington. Some half-court pressure being applied now by Glasgow. AP goes down low. Smith, right block, double team comes. She scores anyway. Chloe's got 7 in the quarter, 17 for the game. 49-29, Lady Cats lead, 1:45 left in the third. Kirkpatrick up top, guarded by Taylor, wraps around, falls down, but it ends up with Crane for a wide open baseline jumper, and she knocks it down from 15 out. Crane into double figures with 11. Right side, foul called. Give Harrigan the and one. The foul came in. She felt the pressure. It was similar to when England just flipped it up with the contact. Tiff felt it coming, flipped it up. She gets it to go, and will go to the line for another. Tiff now with 11. Made her only free throw of the night earlier and makes this one as well. She'll come out after the make. Carly Crafton back in for FS. Kirkpatrick checked out for Glasgow after taking that hard fall on the jump ball. England still in. Stevens the other guard. England fires from the top of the key. It's short, but it's chased down by Kinley Stevens. Stuck on the block. Now sends it outside to England. Down low. Strode working against Smith. Missed it running across the lane. Rebound juggled and out of bounds. Last touch by Glasgow. Coach Taylor livid with all of the offensive rebound opportunities for Glasgow, and immediately sends Carmen Phillips in. She's just shuffling around these forwards to see who's going to box out and get both hands on the ball. Pennington gives it over to Mackenzie Taylor on the left wing. Kins picks up her dribble, now goes Phillips baseline. Carmen outside Crafton as we tick under a minute left in the quarter. AP up top, 4 feet off the line. Doesn't matter, it's down. 4-3 of the night for AP, give her 16. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Left side 3, misses short, rebounded by Phillips. And it's knocked out. It'll stay with FS with 33 seconds to work with. 55-31 now, the Franklin-Simpson lead. Pennington walks it across half court, now gives it to Taylor. Back to AP, deep right wing, heat check. That one misses long, but Phillips with the offensive board. Back out to Taylor, she'll fire a 3. Missed long, but it goes to Smith at the top. She drives, kicks to Pennington, right corner triple. There it is! Third tries the charm. Pennington now with 19. Lady Cats lead at 58-31. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Strode blocked by Smith, and that will bring the quarter to a close. Most of the quarter was a struggle for Franklin-Simpson offensively. Then they come to life with the and one from Harrigan, a couple of threes from AP, and the Lady Cats lead at 58-31 heading into the final frame. 8 more minutes to go in the girls matchup. They come your way after this on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do a minute. And that ended perfectly in time for an ID. Thank you for going with my 10 seconds earlier when I had not done that all season long.
Call 586-4441 for electric service and fiber. Franklin Electric Plant Board, keeping Franklin connected and powered up.
58-31, Franklin-Simpson leading as we get the fourth quarter underway in the girls matchup between the Lady Cats and Glasgow. It's Glasgow ball to start the final quarter. Allie Pennington now leading FS with 19 points, 17 from Chloe Smith and 12 from Tiff Harrigan. Up top, Kirkpatrick back in for Glasgow after taking that hard fall earlier. Goes to Strode at the free throw line. Then Harrigan flies in from behind, picks up a foul, trying to knock it away. That's her first. After nearly fouling out Tuesday in the win against Warren East, but scoring a team-high 19 points. Baseline inbound goes to the top of the key to England, guarded by Crafton. England, their leading scorer on the year, 12.5 per game, has 8 so far. Three-pointer blocked by Harrigan. Goes back to the ladies' Scotties. Jordy Goodman fighting for it. And they're going to get a foul against the Lady Cats, trying to take it away from her. That one goes on Crafton. That's her third. Inbound comes in on the left side to Crane. She's their leading scorer with 11 so far. She gives it to England. Down low, Strode. Back out to England. Clean look from the right wing. Missed long. And the rebound is pulled down by Madeline Dean. Off to Kinsey. She brings it up with 7:10 left in the ball game. Out to Harrigan, and they'll set up the offense. Harrigan, Crafton, Taylor, Dean, Phillips on the floor. Dean to Phillips on the right block. Had it knocked away by England, but a foul called against Reese England, and that's her fourth. Freshman Kinley Stevens will check in for the 8th grader England. What a future she's got ahead of her. Averaging 12.5 as an 8th grader. Harrigan off the inbound, drains the top of the key triple. Her first of the night, 7th for Franklin-Simpson. Make it 61-31. Kirkpatrick drives right into Phillips, slips around, foul called on the missed layup. 2 free throws for Kayla Kirkpatrick. Just 1 point so far for their third leading scorer on the season at 10 points per game. Lady Scotties missing their second leading scorer, Jakylie Green. She averages 11.3. First free throw good for Kirkpatrick. With 6:43 left to go. Second one misses long. So it stays 61-32, and then a foul called against Glasgow, going for the rebound. Harrigan will walk it front court. Goes to Dean right side. They leave her wide open for three. Misses long. Tips the rebound out, but can't chase it down, and it goes back to Glasgow. Addison Norris, 5'7" senior, checks in for Strode. .6:22 left and ticking. Norris sends it on the left side. Kirkpatrick guarded by Crafton. Screen set by Goodman. Now swung out on the baseline. Thinking about the jumper was Norris. Now instead they work it down low. Kirkpatrick again. Back to Norris on the left wing. Cross court ball moving well right now for Glasgow. But they can't find a shot. Ball tipped up top. Phillips fighting for it. Dean away with it to Harrigan. Tiff looks up. There's Harley running down the right side. Right block layup. Doesn't get the bounce. Glasgow was able to chase it down and contest. And then Crafton picks up her fourth foul, trying to take it back. As the Lady Cats are going to platoon swap it with Smith, Cosby, Myler, Pennington, and Rigsby all coming in. Taylor, Phillips, Crafton, Harrigan, and Dean all check out with 5:46 left to go in this one. And a 61-32 FS lead. Right side, Smith deflects it out of bounds. Crane inbounds it, then gets it right back, then throws it to Milo Rigsby for FS. Rigsby wanted to bounce pass it, but couldn't control it. Now just pulls it out on the wing and gives it to Smith. Top of the key. Over to the right wing. Myler for three. Missed it off the heel, but Rigsby gets the rebound. To Chloe. She wants to try the triple. It's short. Myler tries to fly in and save it, but can't. And he goes back to Glasgow with 5:16 left to go. I teased Chloe that since I've come back to the broadcast, she hasn't made a three, and here in her last game on this floor, tried to get just her fourth of the season. Wasn't doing there. And with 5:12 left and ticking, Glasgow has it. Up top, Jordy Goodman kicks it out into the right corner, Lightfoot. Guarded by Smith. Lightfoot tries to drive around and just runs into Chloe, who picks up the blocking foul with 5:02 on the clock. And that once again puts Glasgow in the bonus with 5:02 left in this one. Lady Cats have fouled happily in this second half. Goodman will look to get her first point of the ball game. Just 4 for 8 at the free throw line this year, but makes the first of these two to make it 61-33 Franklin-Simpson with 5:02 left to go in the ball game. Second free throw rattles home. Lady Scotty started 2 for 6 at the line. Now 10 for 16. Rigsby up top, fakes right. Now does give it on that right side to Smith. Bounces it down low to Cosby, but has it ripped away from behind, and Glasgow has it with Lightfoot. Off to Kirkpatrick, up ahead. Stevens drives, and she's fouled on a layup try. Third foul called on Smith, and 2 free throws for Kinley Stevens, who is their best free throw shooter on the season at 73%, but rattles off the first of these 2. Riley Strode back in for Glasgow. Reese England will come in if the second free throw hits for Stevens. Jayla Crane has been out there this entire time, their leading scorer with 11. Second free throw good for Stevens, so she will come out as England checks back in. Pennington brings it up, picked up at half court by Lightfoot. AP 19 points, scoreless in this fourth quarter. Just 3 points for FS overall. Right side jumper misses. Myler was up with the rebound, but a jump ball call. Regardless, the arrow will keep it with FS with 4.5 minutes left to go. Myler to inbound on the baseline. Comes into Smith left wing, now to Rigsby. Pennington comes off a screen, catches, fires, missed it long, and pulled down by Kirkpatrick. She'll sprint into the front court. Left side, England catch and shoot triple. Miss long, Pennington on the opposite side pulls it down. Here comes AP, splits through two defenders with a behind-the-back dribble. Now comes across half court on the right side. Drives down the middle of the lane, kicks it out left corner. Myler for three, it's short. And finally picked up by Addison Norris for Glasgow. Near side, Kirkpatrick steps into a triple. Missed it short from the right wing. Strode had the rebound, and she's hit incidentally up around the nose or eyes. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws regardless. With 3:46 left in the ball game, it's the second foul on Pennington. Strode 1 for 4 at the line tonight with 7 points, 6 of them at the start of the third quarter. She makes the first of these 2 free throws. Game is bogged down in this fourth quarter due to all the fouls, and so the Lady Cats are going to try a new platoon. Second free throw misses, so they'll have to wait. Pennington had already walked to the bench to check out, but she's going to stay in. Down low, Cosby nearly lost it, now fires it out to Smith, but it's picked off by Lightfoot. 3:30 left to go. Left wing, England. Wraps outside, now sends it over right side. Kirkpatrick fakes the three, drives, no foul called, rebounded by Pennington. AP brings it into the front court herself, all the way to the left block. She's fouled on the layup try, and will go to the line for 2. If she hits one of the 2, she can get to 20. For the 12th time this season, has already made at least 5 3-pointers for the 11th time. She's 4 for 4 at the line tonight. Make it 5 for 5, and she's got 20. Harrigan, Dean, Taylor, Phillips all check in. If the second goes for Pennington, Crafton will take her spot. 3:15 left to go. (63-36) the FS lead as the second free throw falls through. Pennington comes out, Crafton in. Left side, Stevens with it for Glasgow all the way to the rim. Scoop layup misses long. Rebound batted, controlled by Peyton Taylor in for the first time for Glasgow. And then she throws it away to Harrigan. Off to Taylor, and she'll bring it up. Left side back to Tiff. Into the right corner, Crafton. Wrapping around the wing, goes outside to Harrigan. 2:45 left to go. Tiff pulls 4 feet off the top of the key long. Rebound tipped around, and a foul called again on Franklin-Simpson, so it'll be 2 more free throws for Glasgow with 2:35 left to go. Kylie Scott will check in as they get the 5th foul on Carmen Phillips. It'll be Kinley Stevens that takes the 2, split a pair earlier in the quarter. They're 5 for 8 at the line as a team in this fourth quarter. That's been all 5 of their points in the quarter. And make it 6 as the first free throw falls. Second one good as well. Make it 63-38 with 2:35 left to go. Harrigan will operate out of the point. Left side, Taylor into the corner, Scott. Bobbles it, then has it knocked out with 2:24 left. Lady Cats will keep it in the deep corner. Scott making her 9th appearance of the season, yet to score. Got to fire up a 3 against Warren East on Tuesday. Inbound comes into Crafton. Now gives it to Harrigan left wing. Tiff dribbles to her right. Now gets a screen going left. Beats her man off the dribble. Runner from the left block long. And it's rebounded by Glasgow. Stevens will bring it up for the Lady Scotties. Fires it into Crane all the way to the rim. Layup misses. Rebound tipped down, and the Lady Scotties control again. Put back fired up, but it's good. Runner from the baseline in from Stevens. Their first field goal of the quarter makes it 63-40. In terms of margin, already an improvement of what it was when these two teams faced off last time. Lady Cats only won by 7. As Harley Crafton gives the response, the first bucket of the night for her, a triple from the left side to make it 66-40 with a minute and a half left to go. And then wouldn't you guess it, the Lady Cats called for another foul. They get it on Harley. That's her fifth, so she hits the triple and then fouls out. Kaylee Garrett and Asia Cosby will come in. And Coach Taylor tells Mila Rigsby to come in and spend another minute and a half, or at least a part of it, on this floor one more time. Stevens makes the first free throw, and then everybody ran away like there wasn't going to be a second one. Now 66-41. Takes 2 dribbles and fires up the second, and it's good. 66-42 FS with a minute 26 left to go. Rigsby will bring it into the front court. Left side, Scott. Tries to go down low to Kaylee Garrett. It's deflected out. Scott up with it. Then her pass into the middle of the lane picked off. And here come the Lady Scotties again. England all the way to the rack against Rigsby. Charge drawn by Mila. With a minute 10 left to go. It's the 5th on Reese England. Their leading scorer on the season with 12.5 per game, finishes tonight with 8. So Rigsby will bring it across again as we tick towards a minute left to go. Cosby on the elbow, controls it with one hand, kicks it out left corner. 3-pointer on the way. Missed long from Garrett, and the rebound is saved in by Glasgow with 50 seconds left. Klain brings it down the left side, leaves it off at the last moment. Jumper doesn't get the bounce. Rebounded by Rigsby with 40 seconds left. Mila brings it across. Coach Taylor waves her on. Now it goes onto the left wing. Scott for 3. Got it! Kylie Scott, her first bucket as a Lady Cat. And that's the loudest this place has been tonight. 69-42 the FS lead, 15 seconds left. The triple from Kylie Scott, the cherry on top. As Kinley Stevens drives in, hits a runner, gets fouled because, of course, with 13 seconds left to go. Free throw switches home. 69-45 now with 13 seconds left to go. Rigsby will walk it up. And that will bring this game to a close. Fourth quarter stalled out with all the fouls, but the electricity shows up late, and being hugged by her teammates is Kylie Scott with her first varsity basket with the triple to cap it off for FS. The Lady Cats make 9 threes as a team in this one, winning it 69-45 to move to 19-7 overall on the season. Glasgow falling to 8-21. Lady Cats will be back in action Monday night, first game of the 13th District Tournament at Logan County High School against Todd County Central. But before we get there, we've got one more game left tonight with the boys matchup in this double header. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you all the numbers from this one and then get into our preview of the boys matchup. And somewhere in between, Coach Taylor will sit and chat with us as we pick out our Pelican Snowballs player of the game. 69-45, Lady Cats win it. Postgame show on the way after this on 92.3 WFKN.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. You know, if there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.
Back with you here at Franklin-Simpson High School as the Wildcats and Scotties are out on the floor warming up for the boys matchup in this doubleheader between Franklin-Simpson and Glasgow. In the first game of the night, the Lady Cats victorious 69-45, picking up win number 19 on the season, number 132 in the career of sixth-year head coach Ashley Taylor in the final game on this floor for 6 Franklin-Simpson seniors. Lady Cats led tonight by 21 from Allie Pennington, who makes 5 three-pointers and not another field goal. She went 6 for 6 at the free throw line to go along with those 5 threes. Mentioned this during the game, but now 12 times this year she's scored at least 20 points, and 11 times this year she's made at least 5 three-pointers. Had just 14 points and went 2 for 9 from 3 in the first matchup against the Lady Scotties back in December. So a nice bounce-back performance here tonight for Allie Pennington. 17 points for Chloe Smith for the second time this season against this Glasgow team. That's the mark that she had to lead the Lady Cats in that first game up at Glasgow. She has 10 in the first half. Had those 17 points all by the end of the third quarter, but by the time that we got to the fourth, the Lady Cats had the game in hand. We're trying some different rotations and lineups that they were throwing out there. And Chloe finishes with the 17 on the board, and 15 for Tiff Harrigan, who the Lady Cats did not have in the first matchup between these two teams. Had 7 at halftime, then sparked the Lady Cats with a big and one in the third quarter. That was followed by a couple of triples by Allie Pennington. That was a really slow third frame for the Lady Cats. Looked like they were going to finish around 12 or 13 points. They finished with 21 because of that string of 9 more added on by that duo. 5 from Reese Myler, Tyler 3 apiece for Harley Crafton, Mila Rigsby, and Kylie Scott, and 2 for Asia Cosby rounds out the scoring for the Lady Cats here tonight. Happy to be joined by the head coach of Franklin-Simpson, Ashley Taylor. Coach, I'm assuming tonight that there weren't any numbers circled at halftime of this game. If there were, everybody's running because of it.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it, but then we just came out here fouling. And I put a few different groups in for us to be able to see a few different things there. Just wanted to kind of see and get some kids in some minutes with. So we were kind of mixed up. So no, we didn't do that tonight. We had a different goal that we wanted to accomplish out of. I thought we were guarding hard. I thought we had some mishaps in the first half. Second half, I just thought we fouled too much. We can't, fouling. Coach told them, fouling negates hustle.
You don't need me to tell you this because you're the coach, but from the broadcaster's perspective, I would agree you foul too much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you.
Yeah.
You don't need me to say it.
Yeah.
It slowed things down.
Yeah.
And nobody likes fouling.
Correct.
So hopefully they got just that memo off of that side of
Carmen
things.
Phillips said she's going out of Franklin-Simpson fouling out. Never has fouled out of a basketball game in her life. Last one, she's going to play at Franklin, fouled out.
I think she averaged a foul a minute tonight. But to flip over all the positives in this one, Kayla Kirkpatrick, the first time you faced them, 19 points she scores in that game. We know how talented she is. Finishes this game with just 2 points, no field goals. What were you able to do to limit her so much in this one?
Man, we talked about finding shooters out here. She played, man, I think she's their heart and soul of that team. I think she plays so extremely hard. And so I think her team goes as she goes. And so that was a big point of emphasis for us in film and prep for this game. And so I thought we did a really good job on her. If we would have not fouled so much, we would have been all right.
Tonight you get 21 from AP, 17 from Chloe Smith. That matches what she did in the first matchup between these two teams. 15 from Tiff Harrigan as well, who I thought really had the key play in this game in the third quarter. Got that and one that really fueled things right after that. AP hits a couple of threes and the game was over from that point on. This is one of those fun ones to look back on because it's one of those repeat matchups where you didn't have Tiff the first time around. You have her this time. You go from a 7-point margin. Tonight, the 24-point victory. Her two-way play really shines through in games like this, but what I love about it is that it's really starting to trickle through to everybody. Reese with a couple of blocks. Chloe came out, blocked a jump shot. And Tiff blocked a three-pointer. I mean, there was a lot of fouls in there, but on the defensive end, these girls are really starting to fly around.
We had a few. What I liked most about Postgame, man, I think she's really getting comfortable. She's really getting comfortable in her own game and playing with our team also. And so, man, she's worked so hard, dude, so hard. And so I'm really proud of her. You can tell it's starting to really click together. AP's really been in rhythm on it. And I think, AP works on her craft so hard. And now Post learning how to play with that shooter there. And then we have Chloe, had a big night tonight, finished around the rim. That was a point of emphasis for us. And so we just knew that going into district, we wanted to execute, we wanted to rebound the basketball, and now I'm going to add not foul so much to the list.
And on a night where we could sit and talk so much about the seniors, how about Kylie Scott coming in and getting that three at the end of the game?
Man, she's been a joy. Nothing but blessed to have her with us this year, man. I'm so glad. I tried to talk her into playing as a freshman. She looks back on it, wishes she really did, but she's a kid that comes in, she does whatever you ask her to do, and she has a really nice shot, man, and the game's just a little fast.
Yeah.
And I told her, keep working, keep at it. This summer is going to be huge for her. Her mom's already texted me about, hey, what's the summer plans? So I'm really excited, man, but it's good in those moments, and my team's celebrating her.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That was
for
the
me,
loudest
man.
ovation of the night.
I'm telling you, that's what it's about. This sisterhood that these girls have, it's bigger than basketball, man, bigger than basketball.
So you got a few days off, district tournament coming up. This is the time of the year that everything is about. What do these next few days look like as you ramp up to really start the meat of the season?
Yeah, we talked about it. Enjoy this one, last one on our home court, but now records are 0-0. So everything now is about Todd County. Nothing is about the future, nothing. Nothing is about the future. Everything we're doing right now is Todd County.
I I'm tempted to give this to a Kylie Scott, but on a night where it's the last game on this floor, when I see 17 points scored, when I see some blocks flying around everywhere, when I see the effort on the air ball 3 when I was teasing her earlier about getting me a 3-pointer.
She's going to tell me I'm never shooting it again.
I think it's got to go to one Chloe Smith, man. I mean, just how much has she meant to this team?
I agree, man. She's a kid, dude. You know, she's just one of those kids. She's our glue without knowing she's it. She really is. She's what kind of holds us together. And we go as she goes. We really do. You know, Pup and AP are going to do their thing. That's who they are. But Chloe kind of holds us together, and what we're able to do is so much from her game and how she plays. So, man, these 4 years with her have flown by. She's had a play since a freshman.
Yeah.
You know, we had the injury to Hadley her freshman year. So she had to come in about halfway through her freshman year, and she's played a lot of minutes for us at Franklin-Simpson. And she's humble. She's humble in what she does. She works at it. And dual sport athlete, man, not just a basketball player. You know, I always tell people, most people like Chloe don't play basketball. They only play softball. And so she showed so many of our junior little kids. I talked to them about her. Like, we have a lot of little girls that like to play softball. And I tell them, Chloe does both. Yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah.
She's a college softball player.
I'm telling you. And so she just opened those doors up to really let people see, like, man, you can do both.
Well, I'll give this to you to give to her. I'm sure she'll be delighted.
The seniors are going to take a picture with you. You got them all. I'm going to pray for you.
Oh, well, yeah, that's, thanks.
Here
Appreciate it, Coach.
Here you go.
With that, Coach just then holds up the headset and walks off. We'll see where she goes from there. She's going to hand it to Puff first. This is a delight. Tiff, how you doing?
I'm good.
This is the first time that you've gotten to do this. I don't know if we've so much as spoken like 5 words to each other.
Yeah,
I'm Tyler.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
So walk me through. You wait all this time.
Yeah.
You don't really. There might have been a point in your mind where you're like, I don't even know if I'm going to get to play for this team.
Yeah, there was.
11 games in. This is officially your last game on this floor.
Yep.
I know it's not a huge sample size, but walk me through what these last 11 games have been like, officially getting to be out there and put this uniform on.
I mean, I love playing, so it's just like being with this team, like that family aspect, and like they were by my side when I couldn't even play. Like I was for them as well, and like especially this being our last home game and like the crowd coming out, and just all of us playing together, having fun. We've been having a lot of fun these last few games, I feel like, and playing better together, and we're figuring out a lot of stuff.
So Puff, walk me through where that came from. It's pretty simple because I know you like to play defense, but I've mentioned the nickname a few times to the fans, but now that I've got you on here, I want you to give us the origins. Where did that start and how did it stick?
It actually started in AAU because I would just pick up full on my AAU team all the time. Like, people hated me, but I would always stop them up top.
Well, if they hate it, they got to do something about it, right?
You got to. You got to.
Well, here you are. You're district champion with this team. You're getting set for the district tournament. We're having to pose for Coach Taylor. I was mid-speaking doing it. That's a pro move right there that you really just got to take in. What do these next few days look like for you as you and this team try to settle in? You celebrate this one. Obviously, there are emotions to it, but got to flip the script and get ready for the district and region tournaments after.
Yeah, tonight could be a little emotional for us, but we got to flip that page, get ready for district and moving forward. Everything's 0-0 right now, so we just got to get back in that gym, get back working on what we need to
You're
work
watching
on.
Ashley try to direct this photography.
Yeah.
That was a pro move from you for multitasking. So, no, I think, are they just going to all surround us? Okay, Tiff will keep the headset on. I'm getting my hug from Chloe. Mila doesn't want to come. Mila tried to knock down the sign here. That's where we're at. We're posing for the picture live. And that's beautiful radio.
Yeah.
Puff, appreciate you taking the time. I think, okay, we got 5 more to go, so we got to rapid fire this. Tiff, you get to pick who goes next. Just hand it off to whoever you want.
Reese.
I think Reese just begged for it. That was the last thing I expected. That tells me I don't know enough about Reese Miller. Reese, I've been on here for like 5 games bragging about you. I just want you to know that. Because every time I see you on this floor, it's not like you're taking a step, you're taking a leap. Like I said, we're going to go pretty fast, so I want you to walk me through this. What has it been for you this last half of the season that has really allowed you to take your game to the next level and start playing with some real confidence out there?
Honestly, I feel like it's just Coach Ashley. Honestly, she keeps pushing me. She knows how to coach me personally. Like she coaches everyone different, but she really knows how to coach me. She pushes me. She really inspires me to be better. And I don't know. I know what I need to bring to this team. I feel like I've been bringing it recently, and I feel like it's all thanks to Coach Ashley.
How long did she beg you to come join this team?
Actually, it was Tony. He came to Frosty Freeze. He came to Frosty Freeze and banged on the window and slipped me his number. And I texted him. I swear.
That was the recruiting pitch.
I swear.
Well, and I'm sure you have absolutely no regrets about it, right?
None. It was the best decision I've made in a very long time.
I know that it wasn't a super long time for you playing on this team, but to have one more game on this floor, how special was tonight? The frowny face, like the camera didn't pick it up from up there. You couldn't see it on the radio. That was the saddest puppy face I've ever seen.
It's really sad, and even though I haven't been here all 4 years and it's my first year back, I'm really gonna miss everybody. And they're like family, and I just love them very much, and it's really sad. So yeah.
We'll pause it there so you don't get any more emotional.
Okay,
I'll let you hand it off to somebody else, mostly because you guys are hogging up the bench. So let's see who's going to go next. Carmen's begging for it. I think Chloe's content to go last because she's done this a million times. So it will be Carmen. Carmen, Coach Taylor told me what you said as you were leaving the floor, that you were going out fouling out here tonight. This was a physical game for you. You've been on quite the journey. We've been able to talk before of you playing alongside Chloe, playing alongside Larisha, getting to watch your game grow over the years here. What has this journey been like for you? All the different phases and now getting to see it cap off with your last home game.
It's been a long season, I just put in work and I just do it all on the court, and it's exciting, but it is sad knowing that we're not going to be able to play together again on this court, and it's just sad.
But you get to play together in another district tournament.
Yes.
How much would it mean to bring home another district title next week?
That would mean a lot, and we are going to bring home a district title.
I like the sound. It sounds like you're ready to be back inside Diddle Arena.
I am. It's a good environment, atmosphere in Diddle. You have the bright lights, you have all your supporters, so it's going to be fun.
All right, Carmen, congratulations. Rapid
Thank
fire,
you.
send it off to who's next. Right now, Mila and Kenzie are just arguing. It's going to go to Kens. That was the biggest smile of anybody that sat down.
I'm excited.
I know you are, but I'm trying not to get people emotional because it's so cool to see the different stories of everybody that sits into this chair, the journey that it's been like on this floor. You got somebody like Reese who had so many years that she could have been on this team, ends up on this team. She's still emotional about it. Puff, she's only played 11 a game. She's emotional about being on this floor. For you going through this journey with Ashley, final game on this floor, walk me through, without getting too emotional, walk me through the emotions of it.
I think I'm an emotional person, okay? But I definitely think I'm just emotional, because most of these seniors, we've always played together in elementary, and then we got new additions, it's just, and with Ashley, being my mom, that, it's just sad because we'll never have that again here, but more to come next week.
Well, and that's what I was talking about with Carmen. You guys haven't just played a lot together, you've won a lot together. Another district championship to go get. What's it going to take to get the job done next week?
We really got to lock in practice and just know what we got to do. And I really think that, it's in our heads that it's win or go home. And I think we're locked in, ready to go.
All right, pass that thing to Mila. Then we've got one more, two more, Mila and then Chloe. Mila, thanks for almost knocking down our sign earlier.
Oh my gosh, dude. I wasn't even paying no attention.
Carmen came over and finished the job and knocked it off entirely. You and Kenzie, very similar stories with this. Carmen, you guys get kind of grouped together in this bunch of the work that's gone in behind the scenes that nobody has seen to get to this point. To be here, to be a key rotational piece for a team that's undefeated, district champs. You win one more time on your home floor. How good does this all feel to see everything capped off here tonight?
It feels so good. I'm so happy for everybody on the team. And it's really good to go into district with a good win. So, yeah, it's just I don't know how to explain the feeling. Just real happy.
Well, for you guys, I've said this with the last two because they've been a part of this culture, just winning and winning and winning and winning, but it doesn't come with complacency. I've asked this to the last couple. From your perspective, how do you finish the job next week and get the district title at Logan County?
We really got to lock in at practice and follow scout, but I don't doubt us at all. I think that we'll be fine, but we just got to lock in and do what the coaches say, and I think we'll be all right.
All right, pass that thing to Chloe, and let's wrap this thing up. Our final senior here in the final game, not our senior night, but our de facto last game, as Chloe crashes into her chair. That's a good way to start. Just hurt yourself. You've done this too many times to do that. I mean, come on.
That hurts.
It's been an incredible journey from you. You plugged right in as a freshman. Coach Taylor was talking about it. Hadley goes down. You got to come in and play. You've been playing ever since then. 4 years of ball on this floor. Last game in the books. How does it feel to sign off one last time from this floor?
It feels good. We got a big win, and now it's time for district and region and state.
It sounded like you got a lot more in mind than just this game here. And what's special about you and the fact that you've been a key member of this team for so many years is the fact that you've seen the highs, you've seen the lows, you've seen district championships, you've seen a region championship, you've even seen falling inside of Diddle Arena. What is it with this team in particular that is going to have to be taken? What's that next step that's going to have to be hit for this team? I talked with the other girls about district championships. I know that's not your concern. What's that next step that's got to be hit to go from district champion to trying to win a region championship in Diddle?
Once we get up, we got to keep teams put away. Like tonight, we were up 20, and then we came out, and they kept scoring, and we stopped scoring.
And you kept fouling.
And we kept fouling.
You did do that.
And people fouled out. We just got to put teams away, and I think we'll be fine.
I agree. Chloe, let's wrap this thing up. You go and you celebrate this with the girls. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the player of the game. I felt obliged to give you one more here in your final game on this floor. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
That's Chloe Smith wrapping up our group of 6 seniors for the Lady Cats. And now we are going to rapid fire of all rapid fire. Transition you over to the boys matchup here tonight between your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats and the Scotties of Glasgow High. Lady Cats with a 69-45 win to get us started. Can the Wildcats finish off the doubleheader sweep? Franklin-Simpson 8-13 overall on the season. Coming into tonight, the Scotties of Glasgow 15-12 under second-year head coach Brandon Stockton. This is the second meeting of the year between these two teams. Glasgow taking the first at their place, 63-56. That snapped a 4-game winning streak for Franklin-Simpson in this series. Meeting the starters for Glasgow as they're being announced here at Franklin-Simpson High School as well. In the backcourt, 5'7" senior Jeremiah Moore averaging 4 points per game. 5'11" junior Jackson Norris, he wears number 4, averaging 7 points per game. And their leading scorer on the season, 5'10" junior Jalen Bradley, 17.5 points per game. He had 18 against Franklin-Simpson, shooting it at 43% from the field and 32% from deep. Their 2 forwards, 6'3" senior Landon Minton, averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds, and 6'5" senior Jarek Martin, the Missouri State football commit at wide receiver, averaging 12.5 points and a team-high 8.1 rebounds, had a double-double with 14 points and 11 rebounds in the first matchup between these two teams. For the Wildcats, under 14th-year head coach Dee Spencer, we saw the altered starting lineup Tuesday night against Warren East. Again tonight, no Jameer Brooks, no Zay Hampton, no J.C. Roby for the Wildcats, but another tweak to the starting 5 tonight. Ja'Kai Partinger will be coming off the bench. In his spot, Hooper Stout, the 5'11" freshman, coming off a career-high 7 points in that game against Warren East. Brody McAllister in the backcourt as normal, coming off a career-high 22 points, as is Cole Scherer, a career-high 23 points. The 6'2" senior joined in the front court by 6'3" sophomore Donovan Dudley and 6'3" junior Caden Brewer to round out the starting 5 for the Wildcats here tonight. Cats will settle in defensively as they almost send Stout up as the sacrificial lamb to go for the tip against Martin, who is just sitting there kind of chuckling as he sees the Wildcats back on defense already. And they'll throw this thing up, and we'll get it underway from Franklin-Simpson. Stout doesn't even go for it, and instead will go in the backcourt to set up Franklin-Simpson's defensive pressure as Glasgow has the first possession. Right side, Moore splits through a double team. Now it goes down low, and scooping through and scoring immediately is Martin. Got it on the left block, then sliced through midair to drop it in for 2. Glasgow leads it 2-0, 22nd in. Brewer brings it front court now, bounces it to McAllister all the way to the rim, blocked from behind, but the foul called against Minton, who was the one that got a hand on it, caught some wrist in the process, and Brody McAllister will go to the line for 2 free throws. Brody didn't just have that career high with 22 against Warren East. He took 18 shots in that game, went 10 for 18 from the floor. By far the most aggressive he's been offensively this season, and he's going to need to carry that over for the Wildcats, not just tonight without Jameer Brooks and Zay Hampton. He's going to need to keep that the rest of the way this season. Cats need him to play like that if they want to win a game in the 13th District Tournament. Second free throw misses, and then a kick called after the fact on the Cats. So Glasgow has the ball, leading it 2-1, 30 seconds into the first quarter. Right side, Jeremiah Moore drives, cut off on the baseline by McAllister. Up top, Bradley now sends it to Martin. Whips it down low to a wide open Minton, who drops it in for 2. The two bigs with Glasgow with their 4 points. 4-1, Scotties lead at a minute in. McAllister sends it on the left wing to Breward, driving inside and scores on the left side. Nobody came to help as Caden got around Jaden Bradley, and he's got the first field goal for Franklin-Simpson. Averaging 2.5 points, 2.8 rebounds per game on the year. Right side, Bradley has it. Now it goes on the left wing to Martin. Down low, Minton wraps on the baseline, fakes underneath, misses, but gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Cats struggling with the size of this Glasgow team early on, and the Scotties lead at 6-3. That accentuated when Brooks, your tallest player at 6'4", is out. McAllister right block layup misses, but the rebound tipped from Dudley to Stout, and he floats it in from 4 feet. 6-5 now. Minton gets it in the front court, now back outside to Bradley. To Martin deep on the right wing, back to Bradley left side. Fakes a pass, thought about a triple, and floats it back to Martin, but the pass deflected and stolen by Brewer. Brewer spins into the front court all the way to the rim. Blocked at the rim by Martin. Here comes Moore the other way for Glasgow. Leaves it for Minton. He's got 6 already. And it's 8-5 Glasgow. Martin with the block. Minton converts on the other end. Stout walks it into the front court, now shielding off. Somebody needs to come get it from him at half court. And Coach Spencer tries to get a timeout, but he can't before a 5-second closely guarded is called. Nobody came up to get it from Hooper. With 5:30 left to go in this first quarter. 8-5, Glasgow out to an early lead. Bradley brings it across, now kicks it out right side. Wide open 3 for Jeremiah Moore is perfect. 11-5 now the score. Scherer just got his first touch of the game in the backcourt to pass it right back to McAllister. Cole coming off a career-high 23. Here comes Brody, has it knocked away on the drive, and he was the last one to touch it as well. 5:07 left to go in the first. Cats are going to change their defense. It was like a 3-2 zone now. Stout up at the top of it. No look pass picked off by Scherer. Bradley was trying to fling it underneath. Nobody was there, and then Martin just comes up and collides with Scherer on the near sideline to pick up a foul. First foul on Jarek Martin. 4:52 left to go in the first. Scherer gets the amount at half court, right back to Brewer. Caden driving in right side, has it knocked away and then thrown off his body. Great play in the corner by Bradley to take it away and then throw it off the body as well. As Ja'Kai Partinger now will check in for the first time for the Wildcats. Coming off the bench tonight, their leading scorer on the season at 14 points per game. Had a double-double with 10 and 10 against the Scotties the first time around. Michael Denning checks in as well, averaging 2 points. So it's Partinger, Denning, Brewer, McAllister, and Scherer out there for FS. Left side, Bradley gets the screen from Martin, now another from Minton. Sends it outside to Minton. Hands it off on the right wing to Jackson Norris. Ball being rotated on the perimeter. Three-pointer from Bradley, buried. Took it off a handoff and stepped right into it. Second three-pointer now for the Scotties. 14-5, their lead. McAllister can't convert down low. Got it back. Put back misses short. And here comes Glasgow the other way. Up ahead, Martin, and he slams it home for 2. Coach Spencer has to take a timeout. With 3:59 left to go in this opening quarter, 16-5. is the Glasgow lead. The Scotties now have scored 10 straight. 3:59 left to go in this first quarter, brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group. Former FS Wildcat Tanner Clark and his team bring you the best in accounting and tax services, as well as payroll and bookkeeping. Tanner invites you to pay him a visit at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin, or to call 270-586-9899. Find out more at clarkcpagroup.net. Wildcats averaging 57 points per game, giving up 60. Glasgow scoring 64. They allow 62. Just 5 and 10 when they give up at least 60 points. As Bradley picks up a foul in the backcourt, Scotty's trying to apply some full court pressure. Third on Glasgow. Franklin-Simpson yet to commit a foul so far with 3:53 left in this first quarter. Brewer gives to McAllister. Now near side it comes to Partinger. Back to Brody on the left side. Brody crosses over, spins inside, muscles his way in, and banks it in from 6 feet out. Brody's got 3, and that breaks the run, make it 16-7. Glasgow leading, 3.5 minutes left in the first. Bradley to Martin deep on the right wing. Hands it off to Norris. Starting 5 still out there for the Scotties. Bradley gets Brewer switched on, steps back, fires from just inside the three-point line. That one misses short. Scher with a rebound. He gives it to Partinger, who floats it up left side. McAllister drives, fakes the elbow, kicks it out. Scher left corner 3. That one's short. Rebound chased out by the big man Mitten. Passes it off to Norris, who tries to fire it back. It goes over Mitten's head and out of bounds. And with that, the Scotties will bring in their first sub. 5'6" sophomore Trace England comes in. As Norris checks out, England averaging 3.5 points with 25 three-pointers made this year. Donovan Dudley back in for the Cats. And for the first time, Demetrius Lofton in, making his 4th appearance of the year. Scored a couple points in his debut on senior night against Russellville. 16-7, FS trailing it. Dudley has it up top. Drives in from the elbow, now leaves it on the left block, and scoring it down there is Michael Denning. 16-9 now. Cats have pieced together a couple buckets in a row. Denning averaging 2 points per game. Bradley gives it into the left corner to England, then gets it right back. Bradley denies a screen, wraps inside, kicks it out right corner for a 3. That one missed long, but it's rebounded by England. Scotties have another chance, but then England travels, trying to split through a double team. And it'll go back to the Wildcats with 2:17 left in this first quarter. Cats trailing at 16-9. 6'3" senior Carter Hodges checks in down low for the Scotties as Mitten comes out. Partinger on the left wing. Dudley sets a screen, now releases. Jakai tries to float it to Donovan, but it's over his head. Coach Spencer nods. He liked the idea. Execution was just off. And it's out of bounds back to Glasgow with 2:06 left to go in the first. Bradley walks at front court. Partinger picks him up on the left wing. Now a man-to-man defense for Franklin-Simpson. Bradley leaves it off right corner to Moore. Now outside to England. Back to Bradley. Denning switched on. Bradley drives, kicks. England step back triple from the right wing off the right side. Partinger skies in to get it. Crosses into the front court. Gets a screen from Dudley at the top of the key. Steps behind it for a contested triple and hits it over the 6'3" Hodges. Team best 30th triple of the year for Jakai. Cats on a 7-0 run, trail at 16-12. Left side, Jeremiah Moore wraps the free throw line, now shovels it out to England. Lofton guards him with 1:10 left in the quarter. Now to Martin. Lofton has to switch on. Cats are going to have to bring help in this matchup. Martin kicks it out to the left corner. It's knocked away. They say it was last touched by England with the pressure from Jakai. And the Cats get it back down 4 with 1:02 left to go in this first quarter. Scherer checks back in for the Wildcats. Inbound comes into Scherer. Now to Partinger. Under a minute left to go in the quarter. As Jakai brings it up, guarded by Jeremiah Moore. Kai drives left, steps back, 18-footer, perfect! Kai's got 5, and the Cats have cut it to 2. A 9-0 run. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Bradley's runner misses, and Partinger gets the rebound. He's taken this thing over off the bench. 30 seconds to work with. Dudley sets a screen up top, leaves it for Dudley at the free throw line, bounces through, got the bucket, but they call a travel, or no, they'll say that he pushed off on his way to the basket, which if they didn't call, they might have had to call him for steps. That's the first foul against Dudley with 27 seconds to go in this first quarter. Hooper Stout comes back in, Lofton out for the Cats, who trail it now by just 2. It was 16-5, now 16-14. Jarek Martin holds it at half court. 6'5" wide receiver dribbles it down to 10 seconds. Now at 8. Martin drives left, lost it, kicks it out left corner. England wide open for 3, missed it. Offensive rebound ripped away. Denning took it out of the hands of Hodges, and that will bring the first quarter to a close. The Cats score 9 straight, but still trail it by 2, 16-14 after 1 here on 92.3 WFKN.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
WFKN, Franklin, today's best country.
Both teams on the floor as we get set to start the second quarter at Franklin-Simpson High School, where the Wildcats trail Glasgow 16-14. FS will have the first possession of the quarter. Partinger, Stout, McAllister, Scherer, and Donovan Dudley on the floor for FS. Landon Minton back in there down low for Glasgow after scoring 6 to lead the Scotties early on. Came out and the Cats went on that 9-0 run to end the quarter. Partinger has it on the right wing, now hands it off to Stout, up top to Dudley. Donovan waiting for somebody to come to get it. Scherer flashes on the right wing but is cut off. Now Dudley gives it to Cole on the left elbow. Cole steps back, goes outside. Stout drives, slips up a runner, gets the bounce from 15 feet out, just flipped it up. And the Cats have tied this game up at 16 apiece. Make it an 11-0 run. 4 points now for Stout, coming off a career-high 7 on Tuesday against Warren East. Bradley gets the big Dudley switched on to him, now sends it out on the right side to Jackson Norris. Left side to Martin, Partinger switches on, and the Cats are back to where they want to be matchup-wise. Up top, Norris to Minton, right corner, Bradley fakes, drives, gets around McAllister, leaves it underneath, layup up and good for 6-foot senior Grayson Bartley, who had checked in to start the quarter for Glasgow. And that breaks up the Franklin-Simpson run after 11 straight, but the Cats now trail it by 2. Partinger steps back, fakes the 3, now gives it to Scherer. Jumper misses from the free throw line extended, but he tips the rebound to Stout, and his putback rattles home. Hooper Stout now with 6, and we're tied back up at 18. Right side, Norris has it to Martin. He pulls from the left elbow. That misses long. Rebound tipped, and it's pulled down by Scherer. Cats can take the lead here with 6:10 left to go before halftime. Hardinger gets a screen from Dudley. Pulls from 16. That one's short, and it's pulled down by Martin. Up ahead, Mitten. In transition, fouled from behind by McAllister. Misses the layup. And Landon Mitten will take the first 2 free throws of the game for Glasgow. And Coach Spencer is pleading that Jakai was hit on the elbow taking that jumper. It's Brody that got that foul. Mitten, a 72% free throw shooter on the season, rattles home the first. One of 5 seniors on this Glasgow team. Cats with 3 playing their final game on this floor tonight. Cole, Jakai, and Demetrius Lofton, who we saw earlier. Second free throw misses, but nobody boxed out on Jackson Norris, and he flies through and gets a free 2 points to make it a 3-point swing for Glasgow. They lead at 21-18. Down low, Dudley through 2 defenders, just couldn't finish. And here come the Scotties the other way. Right wing, Norris steps behind a screen. He'll pull from the top of the key. Missed it long. It caught that cable above the basket and is ruled out of bounds to Franklin-Simpson. Jeremiah Moore will check in for the Scotties as Bartley comes out. Hardinger needs help in a double team, almost throws it over the head of McAllister. He nearly throws it over Stout. He fires it down low to Dudley. 3 straight leaping catches, and somehow the Cats get a bucket out of it. I don't know how all of those were completed, but the lead cut back down to 1. 21-20 Glasgow. Right side, Norris now gives it back on the wing to Bradley. Jalen Bradley just 3 points so far, gives it to Norris, wide open right corner 3, and he buries it. He's got 5 in the quarter, and the Scotties lead 24-20. Third 3 of the night for Glasgow. Cats with just 1 from Jakai. Right side, McAllister straight to the rack, and he banks it off the glass. Brody's got 5. Hooper Stout leads the way with 6. Right side, layup good. There's the answer from Bradley, who does the same thing, goes right to the rim and skies over the defense. He's now got 5, averaging 17.5 per game. 26-22 now the score. Right side, Scherer shot blocked, but a foul called on Moore as Cole was shooting from about 16 feet out, and Moore caught the wrist. Not the foul that Coach Spencer was pleading for earlier, and he gets it this time. Cole coming off career high 23 points on Tuesday against Warren East. Scoreless so far tonight. And still is after the first free throw rattles around and off. He's Franklin's best free throw shooter at 72%. Brewer comes in, Stout out, Michael Denning in as well. For the Wildcats as Dudley will get a breather. Small lineup right now. As Scherer's second free throw hits. And it's 26-23 Glasgow halfway through the second quarter. Martin, no look pass up ahead to Norris. Flips it to Moore. He can't control it. Ball on the floor. Both teams fighting. Whistle blows. Jump ball called. And the arrow will keep it with Glasgow. Coach Spencer raced in, clapping up his guys. Offense hasn't been the biggest issue for this team. By far, it's been the defense. Minton was wide open on the right block out of the inbound, but couldn't control the pass. Then he throws it away. Here comes McAllister. Bounce pass to Brewer, picked off by Bradley. Tries to save it behind the back, but they say the foot landed out of bounds. And the Cats fortunate to keep it under their own basket with 3:47 left to go before halftime. Inbound comes right into Partinger. Defense was asleep, and Jakai drops it in for a wide open 2. Back down to 1. 26-25 Glasgow. Right side, Bradley gets the block, fakes, now tries to send it out, and Denning is up with it for FS. Can the Cats finally take a lead? They haven't had one tonight. They've tied it up. McAllister from the top of the key off the left side. And Coach Spencer tells him in that spot because Landon Minton, the big for Glasgow, was pulled out there. He tells Brody, just go around him. Don't take the shot there. Try to get to the rim. Glasgow takes a full timeout. We'll take one as well. It's been a good one so far. 26-25. Scotty's lead it over Franklin-Simpson. 3:15 left before halftime here on 92.3 WFKN.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Main Street right here in Franklin.
3:15 left to go in the second quarter as we get back underway out of a full timeout from Glasgow. The Scotties lead FS 26-25. They have possession. Jarek Martin driving down the right side, tries to send it down low. It's deflected out, but the Scotties keep it. Baseline drive from Jeremiah Moore. Now they reset on the right wing with Jaden Bradley. He's just going to take a three. Rattles off. Caden Brewer with a rebound for FS. Falls down, but he was fouled on the way down. And that's the second foul on Glasgow big Landon Minton, who leads the Scotties with 7 points. And he'll have to check out for 6'3" Carter Hodges. The Cats will have another shot to take the lead here, trailing it by 1. Full court pressure being applied. Denning gets the inbound. Gives it right back to McAllister, and he'll bring it into the front court as Glasgow takes a foot off the gas and lets Franklin-Simpson operate. Brody all the way to the rim. Can't score from the left block. And here come the Scotties the other way. They have numbers with Bradley leading the charge. And leaves it back for Norris as the Wildcats recover. Brody nearly takes it away from Norris, has to pick up his dribble near half court. Now it goes to Moore on the left wing. Martin spinning against Brewer to the left block, misses, but fouled from behind. And it'll be 2 free throws for Jarek Martin. Martin, a 56% free throw shooter, taking 5 per game. 12.4 points, 8.1 rebounds per night. First of these 2 free throws short. Scotties now 1 for 3 at the line. Wildcats 2 for 4. After going 7 for 15 in the first matchup between these two teams. Scherer and McAllister come out. Dudley, Stout, Denning, Partinger, and Brewer the 5 on the floor for FS. Both free throws miss, and Dudley has the rebound. Gives it off to Stout, now to Partinger, and he'll bring it across with 2:15 left to go before halftime. Cats trailing it by 1. Dudley comes up to set a screen. Double team comes on Kai. He gets the baseline, fires, missed it short, and it's rebounded by Norris. Here comes Bradley the other way. On the baseline, Martin to the rim, trying to dunk it, lost control, but they say he lost control because he was fouled. And he'll try 2 more at the stripe after missing those last 2. And it's the second foul on Donovan Dudley, so Cole Scherer will step up and take his spot as Martin does make the first of these 2. Make it 27-25 with 1:58 left to go in the first half. Donovan tied his career high with 12 points and set a career high with 11 rebounds Tuesday against Warren East. Just 2 points so far tonight. Second free throw misses long, and Stout leaps up to get the rebound. And the Cats still down by just 2, 27-25. Pardinger into the right corner. Wide open is Stout. He hits it. And there's the first lead of the night for Franklin-Simpson. Hooper Stout, after setting a career-high Tuesday with 7 points, has 9 points tonight. Norris fakes, gets to the free throw line, leaves it off to a wide-open Hodges, who gets the response for Glasgow to put the Scotties back in front by 1. 28-29. And the Cats are going to get called for an offensive foul against Denning, trying to set a screen in the backcourt. With 1:20 left to go in the half. He'll come out. McAllister will check back in. And Bradley will bring it into the front court as we get back underway. Bradley drives against Scherer, gets around him, and finishes over McAllister at the rim. Bradley now with 7. And the Scotties have responded to Franklin's first lead with 4 straight points. 31-28 Glasgow, a minute left to go in the half. Pardinger, left side, lost it, but was fouled from behind by Moore. His second, so he and Minton both with 2 fouls, and now Moore will come out for senior Grayson Bartley, averaging 2 points per game, has that many in this one. 3 fouls on Glasgow Cats with 4. 57 seconds on the clock. McAllister looking, now just has to float it up top to Pardinger. He'll pull from 5 feet off the line on the left side. It was blocked by Martin, rebounded by Breward. His putback no good. Second try misses as well. Now it's finally cleared by Glasgow. They've got all the numbers in the world the other way. Bradley floats it. Martin tips it in on the alley-oop. And the Cats trail it by 5. They were all fighting each other for the offensive rebound, and nobody could convert. Under 30 seconds to work with in the first half, Pardinger holds it near midcourt. Clock ticks to 15 seconds. 10 seconds now. Pardinger goes into action with a screen from Scherer up top. Switched onto the big, goes to Cole. Top of the key, drives in, lost it, and a foul call as he was shooting from 6 feet out. They get it against Martin. That's his second as well, with 1.8 on the clock. Cats bailed out that time. I got to take advantage with the 2 free throws to end the first half to make it a 1-possession game. First of these 2 short from Cole. He's just 1 for 3 tonight. But he'll try one more. With 1.8 still frozen on the clock. That one hits every part of the rim and bounces out. And that will bring the first quarter to a close. Franklin-Simpson took a 28-27 lead, but the Scotties blink them from that point on. 6 straight to end the quarter, leaves us at a 33-28 Glasgow lead at halftime here at Franklin-Simpson High School. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll get you all the stats from our second game of the night as the Wildcats look to wrap off this doubleheader with a win, and once again let you know what's coming up next week as we get the 13th district tournament underway from Logan County High School. 33-28 Franklin-Simpson trailing Glasgow at halftime here on 92.3 WFKN.
Shotgun snap, he's blitzed, throws a jump ball into the end zone, Groves, he caught it, signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson, they want the out route, it's a double move, it's sold well, Groves catches it 15, 10, 5, touchdown, fake the out, went down.
It's halftime on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson watch party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
16-5 to start this game. The Wildcats would have raised that 11-point deficit with an 11-0 run to make it a 16-16 game early in the second quarter. Cats were able to tie it up a couple of times and finally broke through and took a 28-27 lead before Glasgow scored 6 straight to take this 33-28 halftime margin. Wildcats led by a career-high 9 in the first half alone from Hooper Stout, coming off a career-high 7 Tuesday against Warren East. He had scored 11 points all year coming into that game Tuesday, now 16 over the last game and a half. 7 points for Ja'Kai Partinger coming off the bench tonight for the Wildcats. We'll see if he gets to start in the second half. 5 points from Brody McAllister. 2 apiece for Donovan Dudley, and we mentioned Michael Denning and Caden Breward, and just 1 for Cole Scherer, 1 for 4 at the free throw line tonight. He's coming off a career-high 23 points Tuesday against Warren East. Went 11 for 15 from the floor in that game. That's a much smaller Warren East team. It's also a Warren East team that only has 1 win on the season. The Wildcats have scored 70-plus in both their games against the Raiders, had multiple career highs Pies in that win on Tuesday. They've at least got one more added to the total here tonight, but some work to do in the second half, trailing it by 5 is their final tune-up ahead of the 13th district tournament. The Lady Cats will get the entire tournament started Monday night at 6 o'clock at Logan County, facing off against Todd County Central. The Wildcats will play on Tuesday in the second game of the night, scheduled to start at 7:30 against Russellville. Again, all of those games taking place at Todd County Central. Girls championship game to take place on Thursday. Boys will battle it out on Friday. We will bring you each and every one of those games here on 92.3 WFKN, whether it be the Wildcats, Lady Cats, or both competing for district championships. Of course, we want it to be both of those squads, and both are certainly more than capable of not just making the district championship, but the most important thing, punching your ticket to the region tournament, regardless of what happens once you get past that opening round. But some more work to do for the Wildcats. Before we get there, they trail it 33-28 at halftime here against Glasgow in the 16th meeting between these two teams under head coach Dee Spencer. 10-5 in the series so far. 0-1 this season with a 63-56 loss, but trying to get it back with a second half rally here tonight. Cats trail it by 5 at the break. Second half of play comes your way right after this here on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do 2 minutes.
Let's do 2 minutes.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We're set to get the second half underway from Franklin-Simpson High School. Wildcats will start Ja'Kai Pardinger here in this second half alongside Brody McAllister, Cole Scherer, Donovan Dudley, and Caden Breward in with no Jameer Brooks tonight. As the Wildcats trail at 33-28 with possession to start the second half. Pardinger will bring it into the front court. 7 points so far, coming off a season-low 5 against Warren East Tuesday. Cats go right down on the block to Dudley. Spins around, it's blocked by Minton. Rebound tipped in back to Dudley. His try back no good, but fouled as he'll go to the line for 2, and there they get the foul from behind on Minton. That's his third. That big 11-0 run that happened in the first quarter was with Minton on the bench. We'll see if Glasgow takes him out again here, as Dudley will have 2 free throws. He's 6 for 13 on the season. Takes a big breath and fires the first and hits. Now 3 points for him tonight. Catch just 4 for 7 at the stripe. The good news, Glasgow just 2 for 6. Second one doesn't get the bounce. And the Cats still trail it by 4, 33-29. Bradley sends it over on the right side. Now they go into the corner to Minton. He'll fire a three over Dudley and hit it. 10 points now for Minton, just his 8th three of the season. What a response to picking up his 3rd foul. Glasgow leads by 7. Their biggest lead since the first quarter. McAllister on the elbow. Dudley, he'll fire up a jumper. It's well short and goes out of bounds back to Glasgow. Coach Spencer pleading his case that it was blocked. But more often than not, results are the same, and it won't be overturned here. Unfortunately, no conclusive evidence. And we'll get back underway. Cats trailing it by 7 a minute into this 3rd quarter. Martin deep on the right wing, guarded loosely by Scherer. Drives in, pulls from 12, missed it off the right side. Dudley pulls down the board and now sends it up to Brewer. Caden into the front court, crosses over, gets inside, fires up a layup, missed it long, and the rebound is pulled down by Norris for the Scotties. Here comes Moore the other way. Up top, Bradley fakes a three, drives, lost it off his own foot, then tries to kick it to the corner, but it's taken away by Partinger. McAllister sends it over to Partinger on the right side. Kai crosses, gets to the left elbow, now backs down, layup misses long, rebound tipped around, Jakai up with it, then fouled underneath. Who will they get it on? Minton was in the area. I don't believe it'll be on him. It is on Norris, and it'll be 2 free throws for Jakai Partinger. First foul on Norris. Kai with 7 points. These his first 2 free throw attempts of the night. First one short. Cats have now missed 6. And made just 3. Jakai, a 65% shooter on the season. Second one misses long. Well, the Scotties still lead 36-29. Martin to Norris, left corner. Another 3 on the way for Minton. And he hits another. 13 points now for big man Landon Minton with his 8th and 9th threes of the season. Scotties lead it by 10 now. 6 minutes left, 3rd quarter. McAllister's runner misses from the right side. Dudley with the rebound, steps through, foul on the left block on the layup try. This time the foul against Bradley, and the Cats will have 2 more free throws. They're 1 for 4 here in the 3rd quarter. 3 for 10 for the game. It's the 2nd foul on Bradley. He, Martin, and Moore with 2. Landon Minton with 3. Dudley just split a pair of free throws with that low shot. This is the first of these 2. Coach Spencer trying to clap him on with 5:50 frozen on this clock in the 3rd quarter. Second of these 2 swishes home. And the lead is down to 9, 39-30. Norris drives in. McAllister pokes it away. Outside Minton. Now outside to Bradley. Into the right corner. Wide open 3 for Moore. That one's short. And he goes right to Jakai Partinger. Scotties with 5 3-pointers so far. Partinger fouled, bringing it up the right side of the floor. They call that against Moore, and that's his 3rd. Just a bump away from the basket. Already 4 fouls now on Glasgow in the quarter. Cats will be in the bonus for the final 5:25 of this 3rd. But then an illegal screen called on Dudley, trying to spring Partinger open. Started to move before the contact was made. That's his 3rd, and he'll come out for Hooper Stout, who started this game and had a career-high 9 points in the first half. Still 39-30, 5.5 to go in the 3rd. Bradley spins through, that has it knocked away from behind by McAllister. Scherer goes on the floor to get it, passes it to Brewer, but that hit on the head while he's trying to make the pass, and that'll be the 4th on Jeremiah Moore. And if Cole's okay to take them 2 free throws, he's slow to get up. Now, being helped up by Brewer and Scherer as he's got to wipe off the face. I think took it straight to the left eye. Cole just 1 for 4 at the line tonight. already be the 7th and 8th attempts of the third quarter for Franklin-Simpson, just 2 for the first 6. Moore will check out for Glasgow as Cole rattles home the first of these 2. Senior Grayson Bartley checked back in, had 2 points in the first half. Cole just 2 points tonight of his own, both at the free throw line. And you can make it 3 as he makes both of those. 39-32. But a chance now for Franklin-Simpson to force the issue, and the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Got 5 minutes to take advantage, and some serious foul trouble on Glasgow's side. Bartley lost it, but he goes straight to Bradley on the right wing. Guarded by Stout. Now he'll set up an isolation, gets around Hooper off the dribble, leaves it off at the last moment for Minton, and Minton has all 8 of their points in the quarter. 41-32, Glasgow's lead back to 9. 4:40 left in the third. Partinger, a couple of between the legs dribbles, runs into traffic and lost it between his legs. Here comes Bradley the other way. Jalen Bradley all the way to the rim, scores it. Some contact, no call, he didn't care. He back into double figures now for the Scotties. 43-32, McAllister barrels in. He fakes on the baseline after his miss and will go to the line for 2 free throws. This time the foul against Bartley. So the 9th and 10th free throws of the quarter for Franklin-Simpson. Brody split 2 in the first quarter and makes the first of these 2. Now starting to find some rhythm as a team. Last 4 have gone in. Second of these 2 extends it to 5. Brody's got 7 for the game. 43-34, Cats trail it by 9. Need a stop with 4:15 left to go in the third. Bradley sends it into the left corner, off a drive, ends up down low, but it's deflected away from Bartley, but ends up with Bradley on the left wing. Gets around Partinger, pulls from 8, missed it long, rebound tipped out. Stout can't control it, now finally up with it, and gives it off to McAllister. Up ahead, Scherer all the way to the rim, and finishes straight up and over Minton. There's the first field goal for Scherer. He's now got 5. Cats down by 7, but immediately Glasgow beats the press and answers with Bartley on the left block. 45-36. 3:35 left in the third. It was only a 7-point game for a blink. Partinger right side, crosses, pulls from the elbow, and hits it. And this time, Coach Spencer, after cutting it to 7, will take a full timeout, and we'll take one as well. Ja'Kai Partinger now with 9 points. 45-38, Wildcats trail it with 3:23 left to go in the third quarter here on 92.3 WFKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
3:23 left to go, third quarter, out of a full timeout from head coach Dee Spencer and his Franklin-Simpson Wildcats. FS trails it 45-38 as we get back underway. Glasgow basketball. Martin will dribble it into the front court. The star forward with 7 points so far. Landon Minton leading the way with 15 for the Scotties. Here comes Martin from the left wing. Misses the layup, but he was poked on the hip. And we'll go to the line for 2 free throws. He's 1 for 4 there today. 56% shooter on the season. Scotty's 2 for 6 for the game. Wildcats have taken 10 in the second half and made 6. They're 8 for 16 overall. First from Martin of these two, misses long. Martin takes his dribble, spins it in the left hand, and will have another. This one good. He's up to 8. And the Scotty lead is that much, 46-38, 3 minutes left to go in the third. McAllister, Partinger, Scherer, Denning, Stout on the floor for the Cats. Partinger right side 3, misses short, and Minton pulls it down, still out there with his 3 fouls. I don't think Coach Stockton in his second year with the Scotties can afford to take him off the floor unless he absolutely has to. Bradley gets it on the right wing. 3 Wildcats around him. Now gives it off in the right corner. Cross court. Minton to Martin on the baseline. Wraps it underneath. Hot hands, but it misses at first by Bartley. Gets his own miss back. Misses the second try, and Scherer up with it. Was a great find from Martin to Bartley. He's a really good passer, but he tends to throw him, instead of like the receiver he is, like a quarterback, he'll throw it at 90 miles an hour. Here comes Partinger down low. Misses from 6 feet. Rebound tipped up high. McAllister trying to tip it down low to Partinger, but it's picked off. Here comes Martin the other way. Tries to throw it down, but he's fouled and then gets the layup to go as he was falling away anyway. What a play from Jarek Martin. Coach Spencer pleading his case that he wasn't touched but slipped. And yeah, looking back at it, I mean, Hooper Stout reached out and I don't think got even close to touching him. The wind from his hand might have moved his jersey. But instead, it's an and one for Jarek Martin. And Glasgow, off the made free throw, leads by 11. McAllister right side, gets it to go from 12. Give Brody 9 now, 4 in the quarter. 49-40, Cats trail it by 9 with 1:50 left to go in the third. Right side, Bradley. Fakes the 3. Partinger comes out swiping. Now it goes to Martin on the left side. Back to Bradley up top. Left corner. Norris sends it down low. Shot good, and another foul called. It's an and one opportunity for Bartley against Brody McAllister. Scherer comes out. Michael Denning in for the Wildcats. Second foul on Brody, as Bartley, averaging 2 points per game, now has 7 as the free throw falls through. Back-to-back three-point plays for Glasgow makes it 52-40 with 1:33 left to go in this third quarter. Now both teams in the bonus for the rest of it. Partinger will walk it into the front court. Right side it goes to Breward. Caden puts it on the floor all the way to the rack, banks it in. Second bucket of the night for Breward. The Cats have gotten it done on offense here in the quarter. Just need an answer from the defense. Bradley leaves it off at the last moment, and wide open underneath is Carter Hodges, who had just checked in for Minton. The Scotties trying to survive for a minute and a half without Minton, and that's a good way to start. 12-point game, 54-42. Partinger in the left corner against Martin. Sends it out to Breward. Now right side to Stout. Takes a 3, jabs, gives it to Partinger. He gets inside, scoop layup, misses short, and it's rebounded down there by Bartley. Off to Bradley. He wants to run. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Holds up top. Now pulls from the left wing. Rattles off. McAllister streaks in to get the rebound, and then being tripped up down there. They don't call a foul against Bartley, and Brody has no choice falling away but to throw it off the body of Bartley, who was on the ground. Of all the fouls they haven't called, I don't know how that wasn't called. It wasn't intentional by Bartley. Now looking back at it, it might have been, as he kind of rolled into Brody there on the baseline. Regardless, Cats have it with 20 seconds to work with, trailing at 54-42. 15 seconds now as Partinger holds it just in the front court. Denning comes up to set a screen. 10 seconds now. Partinger uses it. Double team comes. Jakai stuck with it. And going to be called a reach-in foul against the Scotties as Jakai tried to split through it. They get it on Trace England for reaching in with 5.3 seconds left to go in the quarter. 2 more free throws for Jakai Partinger, who missed 2 earlier in the quarter and misses the first of these 2. Brewer comes in for McAllister. Demetrius Lofton will come in if Kai makes the second of these 2. Benz fires and missed it short. Rebounded by Bradley. Scotties have it. 3 seconds. 2. Bradley all the way to the rim. Blocked there by Brewer. And that will bring the quarter to a close. But the Scotties put up 21 in this third quarter and push a 5-point halftime lead up to 12. 54-42. Glasgow leads it as we head into the final frame here on 92.3 WFKN. We're good for a minute again. You know, Kendra, I said all that, and then came out of there with at least 2 fouls that weren't fouls.
Okay.
Noon at 2086 Nashville Road. All Seasons Rental is a proud sponsor of Franklin-Simpson Sports.
8 minutes of game time left as we get set to get the fourth quarter underway. Glasgow will have the ball first, leading 54-42 over Franklin-Simpson, led by 15 from big man Landon Minton and 11 from Jarek Martin, his fellow forward. Scotties get it inside. Shot misses, but another opportunity granted once more. Right now it's up top with Trace England, guarded by Demetrius Lofton. Denning, Brewer, Scherer, Portinger also out there for FS as Trace England gets it back in the left corner and buries a triple. 6-3 of the night for the Scotties. And the lead is up to a game-high 15. Denning sends it out right corner to Scherer. Cole stops on the right elbow to Brewer on the right wing. Picks up his dribble, tries to float it to Lofton. It's knocked into the backcourt and stolen away on the right block. Scoring it is Grayson Bartley. Averaging 2 points per game, up to 9 for the Scotties. Didn't play in the first matchup between these two teams. And it's now a 17-point game, 59-42. Partinger stuck with it, throws it away to Martin. Up ahead to Bradley. Scherer giving chase, can't catch him. And Glasgow has busted this thing open. 61-42, 7 straight to start the fourth quarter. On a 12-2 run overall, stemming back to the third, as Denning is fouled on the near side off the catch by England. That's his second, with 6:31 left to go. Scotties did a good job of managing their foul trouble after picking up 5 quick ones in that third quarter. Cats took 12 free throws but only made 6 in that frame. They're 8 for 18 for the game. McAllister's inbound pass is picked off. Once again, it's Bartley, and once again he finishes going right into the body of Brewer on the left block. Bartley's into double figures with 11. Then Brody dribbles it off of his foot, kicks it out of bounds after Glasgow was up with it, and the Scotties have it back with 6:17 left to go. A 9-0 run to start the quarter for Glasgow. And it's been self-inflicted wounds from Franklin-Simpson causing it. Pass goes over the head of Hodges, and the Cats catch a break as it's picked up by Stoughton off the Denning. Right side, Brewer, guarded by Martin, drives to the free throw line and hands it off to Denning. Wrapping around right side, runner good, count it, and one for Michael Denning. That breaks the dry spell for the Wildcats, and Michael will go to the line for an extra one off the third foul from Trace England. Denning averaging 2 points per game, season high of 6. Can't convert on the free throw. And the Scotties have it back, leading 63-44 with 5:50 left to go. Martin holds it deep on the right wing. 11 points so far after he had 14 points and 11 rebounds in Glasgow's win earlier this year over the Wildcats. Guarded loosely by Scherer. Clock, Glasgow's best friend right now. Martin drives right, leaves it off in the corner, then gets it right back from Bartley. Martin, a couple of hesitations, passes it off, then gets it right back, this time in the right corner. Isolated on Scherer, drives baseline, tries to flush it, got hung up on the rim, and here comes Franklin-Simpson the other way. McAllister, nice crossover at the top of the key, reverse layup, good, and the foul. Brody crossed it from the top, started driving left, reversed back to the right, and somehow scooped that up, under, and in. The first Wildcat into double figures with 11, and he can make it 12 at the line. 5:08 left to go. Cats hanging in on life support, 63-46. They trail it to Glasgow. McAllister's free throw, good. For the team troubles, he's 4 for 5 at the line tonight. Down low. Stuck down there for a moment was Bartley, but then sent it outside to Martin. Left corner three. That one missed well short by Minton, but it's saved by England, the smallest player on the floor. Out to Bradley. Double team comes. Bartley wrapping around on the baseline. Lost it on the way up, but Minton gets it back. Put back almost falls, but as it falls off the rim, a whistle blows for a foul, and 2 free throws on the way for Landon Minton, who has a team high and game high 15. 1 for 2 at the line tonight. Hit just his 8th and 9th threes of the season in the third quarter. Hits the first of these 2 free throws. Came out and scored the first 8 for the Scotties in that third. Both free throws good, and it's 65-47. Minton now with 17. Hooper Stout in, Denning out for the Cats. It's McAllister, Breward, Stout, Dudley, and Partinger who brings it into the front court. Left side off a screen, steps into a triple over Minton, missed long, and England gets the rebound. He'll give it off to Bradley, and Jalen Bradley averaging 17.5 per game, 11 so far to match his jersey number. Holds it outside with 4:15 left to go. Bradley inside, tries to leave it underneath, but it's over the head of Bartley and goes out of bounds. Bartley taps his head, just says he wasn't ready for it. And here come the Cats the other way with 4:10 left to go. Partinger stops, gets Martin in the air, tries to scoop it under Minton, misses the first time, but found on the putback try. So Ja'Kai Partinger, who went 0 for 4 at the free throw line in that third quarter, a 65% shooter on the season, will try 2 more here. One of 3 seniors alongside Cole Scherer and Demetrius Lofton playing his final game on this floor. And the regular season finale for the Cats is in the double figures with 10 as the first free throw falls. Jackson Norris and Jeremiah Moore check back in for the Scotties. Moore limited with foul trouble. He's got 4. Second free throw from Partinger, perfect, so he's got 11. And it's 65-49 Glasgow. Left side, Minton all the way to the rack, pushed long. Coach Stockton wanted a foul, didn't get it, rebounded by Denning. Here comes Partinger. 3:45 left to go. To McAllister, left corner, just took his eye off it, then tried to save it behind the back, but it goes to Glasgow. Up ahead, Norris, free layup in transition is good. McAllister knew he had a free potential open look from 3, but then just took his eye off the ball as he raised up to take it. And Glasgow leads by 18. Dudley spins through, stops, fires long. McAllister on the opposite block, puts it back up and in. To cut it to a 16-point game. Foul called as Martin dribbles across with 3:13 left to go. Scherer will check in for the Cats. Brewer will come out after picking up his second foul. 67-51 is the Glasgow lead. Norris has it deep on the left wing, pressured by McAllister. Brody picked his pocket, but they get him for a reach in just as he had knocked it away. Third foul on McAllister. Bradley gets in the backcourt and brings it across the timeline with under 3 minutes left to go as the Cats at the next dead ball will empty out their bench. Bradley drives in all the way to the rim, blocked at the last moment. Partinger and Dudley were there, and then it landed in the lap of Bradley standing out of bounds. As the Cats will bring in all the reinforcements with 2:53 left to go for the final time. Ja'Kai Partinger and Cole Scherer step off this floor as Wildcats. Partinger finishes with 11, 5 for Cole Scherer. Brody McAllister will also finish the night with a team-high 14 points. Up top, Easton Lewis controls it for Franklin-Simpson. Now sends it over on the right side to Arian McCormick. Down low, Owen Lockley fades and hits. 11 points now on the season for Lockley in 6 appearances. On the right side for Glasgow with Bartley. Trying to get it down low. They brought in their backups as well. 67-53 our score with 2:18 left to go. Shot misses from the left side. Bryson Sublett, the junior, can't control it for the Scotties. And it's last touch by Franklin-Simpson, so Glasgow will keep it. Scoop layup misses short. So the Wildcats will bring it the other way with 2:05 left to go. Trailing at 67-53. Right corner, Braxton McAllister drives baseline, stuck underneath, now fires it out into the corner. Lockley fakes, passes to Lofton, one more Braxton McAllister. He fakes a shot, holds it above his head with 1:51 left to go. Now finally gets rid of it to McCormick. In the corner, Lockley comes to set a screen. Instead, McCormick drives baseline, spins through and fouled on the way up. So 2 free throws on the way for freshman Arian McCormick. Scored 2 in his debut Tuesday. Let's see if he can add to it here. 1:42 now frozen on the clock. First of these two good for Arian McCormick. Cats now have taken 23 free throws and made only 12 after going 7 for 15 when these two teams first faced off at Glasgow in December. Arian's second, perfect. So he's got 4 points in his Wildcat career. And it's 67-55 with a minute and a half left to go. Griffin Jackson brings it into the front court. Throws it up top to Draper Allen. He throws it away for a moment, but it's chased down in the right corner by Jackson for Glasgow with 1:22 left to go. Jackson guarded by Braxton McAllister up top. Has it knocked away, or are they going to get a reach? They do, as McCormick came up to take it with 1:16 left to go. With the Cats trailing at 67-55. Baseline inbound on the way for the Scotties. It's just lobbed up and received by Allen on the left side. Into the right corner. Clean look for 3 on the way, and it's buried by Griffin Jackson. His 6th three-pointer of the season in 10 tries. Makes it 70-55. Under a minute left to go in this one. Left side, Lockley for three, miss long. And the rebound is pulled down by Allen for the Scotties. Bring it into the front court with 45 seconds left. Jackson wraps around. Hands it off up top. Now they give it to Lucas Coy-Kendall. Back into the right corner, Jackson. Their handoff. 30 seconds left now. Ball goes down low to Allen. Faces up and scores from 4 feet out. A bucket for Draper Allen. Now 13 points in 12 appearances this year. Demetrius Lofton will bring it into the front court. Goes down low. Braxton McAllister gets his first bucket as a Wildcat. And he's fouled in the process. Was joking with Brax after the game Tuesday how cool it would have been. Brody scores a career high. Braxton could have had his first bucket as well. But instead he gets it here tonight in the regular season finale, and he makes the free throw for good measure. 72-58 as we tick under 8 seconds left to go in this one. Demetrius Lofton applying pressure up top, tips it into the backcourt, but Glasgow is going to be able to dribble it out and bring this one to a close. Some fun late from both sides, getting some of their bench players involved. Braxton McAllister getting his first points as a Wildcat, but Franklin-Simpson ultimately falls. 72-58 the final score. Wildcats falling to 8-14 to finish the regular season. Glasgow moving to 16-12 as they head into the District 15 tournament as potentially the favorites. A 5-1 mark in district play. All eyes will be on them and the hot start Allen County Scottsville Patriots that have kicked it into gear alongside Bear